with Jackson called home. Chicago has lowered its flags to half-staff. Iran today closing the very busy international waterway, the Strait of Hormuz, for military drills as the U.S. and Iran wrap up a second round of talks on Iran's nuclear program with no real breakthroughs. At the Olympics, Italy has beaten Team USA for the gold in men's team skating. The U.S. women's speed skating team just narrowly missing the podium. This is ABC News. The exhibit on George Washington's slaves going back up in Philadelphia. The Park Service had taken it down, citing a Trump executive order requiring a, quote, restoration of truth and sanity at national monuments. ABC's Peter Haralambos has more.
Time and time again in this order, the judge comes back to this idea that the Trump administration is making this very audacious claim about how much power it has when it comes to this country's history and their ability to tell this story through these national parks and exhibits. The judge ultimately pointing to this kind of similarity, let's say, between George Orwell's 1984, this idea of Big Brother and ignorance being strength, and the Trump administration's approach to how to run these parks and exhibits.
The year of the snake making way for the year of the horse, the fire horse to be specific, on this Lunar New Year beginning. Street parties are happening in Asian cities and all over the world today. I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
Get ready to get blown away. National Weather Service meteorologist Marc Mager says some of today's gusts could reach 65 miles an hour.
We may see a few sprinkles, a little bit light rainfall in the Denver metro area. Nothing significant and very short-lived. Probably get more wind than anything else out of it.
And that rain won't be enough to quell the high fire danger we're facing. Xcel Energy says it doesn't plan any preemptive power shutoffs today, but the company warns it has activated enhanced safety line settings, meaning if a branch or anything else hits a live line, the power will shut off. Erie police say they've identified a vehicle of interest in the hit-and-run crash that killed a 2-year-old boy off East Mountain View Boulevard Sunday afternoon. The child's mom says she only went inside for 30 seconds before the toddler ran off.
This is the first time he ever went up there or was put up there, and that's what we're trying to figure out.
The child was playing outside with older kids when he was hit. That's the latest. I'm Brenda Stewart.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Yeah, we're still doing very well out here. The volume fairly light. There's a slow pocket coming south into downtown from I-70 through about Spear. Still seeing maybe a little bit of traffic up out of the tech center, but not really in a delay mode at this point. 270 also has been running just a little on the heavy side. Looks like right now everything else is light out here. 120th and Melody Drive up to the north out of North Glen. A crash just called out. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Taking a Walk Podcast.
I'm Buzz Knight, host of the Taking a Walk Podcast. Step with us into the world of music. I bring you up-close conversations with new and legendary musicians. For one of the best music interview podcasts, listen to Taking a Walk on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ryan Schuling, your humble KHOW host here, and if you've ever said, one day I'm going to New Orleans, this is your day. I'm inviting you to come with me this September on an unforgettable 5-day getaway to the Big Easy. It's my birthday week, and I've never been there, so let's go. We're staying 4 nights in a fantastic location just steps away from the French Quarter. And of course, I'm a foodie, so we'll share some amazing experiences, including brunch at the legendary Court of Two Sisters, a one-of-a-kind dinner at the New Orleans School of Cooking, and of course, we're stopping stopping at Café de Monde for beignets and café au lait, powdered sugar included. And just when you think it can't get better, we'll take a cruise through the bayous, searching for gators and wildlife in real Cajun country. Space is limited, so don't wait. Join me in New Orleans. Visit travelwithryan.net to book your New Orleans getaway today, or give our friends at Cruise and Tour a call at 800-383-3131. That's 800-383-3131, or travelwithryan.net for all the details to reserve your spot.
Zero risk, guaranteed growth at mymoneymyway.com.
Here's what's happening.
Whoever has her or knows where she is, it's never too late.
Check in often.
We still have hope, and we still believe.
630 KHOW in your car.
On my way to work in the morning.
And wherever you go.
On my phone when I'm walking the dogs.
It's now easier than ever. You can now set Denver's talk station as a preset.
Awesome, doing it now.
On the free iHeartRadio app.
Yeah.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show, here to help you every day, 45 years strong. The longest running radio show with the same host still on the air. And what we do is solve problems. That's what we do. And this hour brought to you by Water Pros. I love talking about Water Pros, and there's a reason, because you get the best water systems at the lowest prices. Let me explain what that means. You're never going to find a lower price for the better system. Get drinking water at the kitchen sink, or get a whole house conditioned. Whole houses systems are about $4,000 and up, and drinking water at the kitchen, $1,100. You can't touch these prices. Waterpros.net, 303-862-5554. Welcome to the show. We have with us Major Marc Mager at the studio. I'll switch the camera for those streaming, and I'll bring up the studio right now. And Mark, tell me what you have going on at the studio, sir.
Well, we have got Keanu. Joe is in now. Jordan's going to join us in a couple hours. We got that event coming up for people in Colorado Springs. It's this Thursday at the Chapel Hills Mall, the AMC 14 over there. We've got a movie event, 100% free. It's called The Baby Boomer Dilemma. We've seen it down here, or you have as well, Tom, in Denver. But this one's Colorado Springs, and they can go to mymoneymovie.com. 100% free, though. Get signed up. Suzanne and I are going to be out there. It's this Thursday. It's only a couple days away. mymoneymovie.com. I got Deputy Dollar with me. I got Chopper on the other side. Suzanne, my beautiful wife to the left. Of course, Kelly, answering your phone calls at 303 Martino. And Shannon is back there somewhere. I see him now.
Yes, well, good. I got the studio dialed in for those of you watching. And if you're listening, welcome. And if you're listening at time delayed, remember, you can always call 303 Martino at any time you're listening. So a lot of people say, Tom, I listened, and I need to know how can I get in touch with you? Well, you just call 303 Martino like Todd did, and then we call you back. Speaking of Todd, let's go to Todd. Then we have Annette. And we want your calls. Again, you can call 303 Martino, 303-627-8466 anytime. Okay, you can call that anytime, and you'll get through to us, including when we're on the air, or 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Todd, what's going on in your life? How can we help you, Todd?
Well, good morning to everyone.
Hey, what's happening?
I've got a truck that I've got in service for DOT, and I've had a shop do some work to it.
Now, what do you mean? In service for DOT? Are you a subcontractor to?
I deliver products throughout Colorado.
For DOT, for the Department of
No, it's just I'm a transport hotshot company.
Okay. And
so I deliver product for companies to end user.
Okay.
I guess what he's trying to figure out, and I am too, Todd. What do you mean you have it in for DOT? Is it like an inspection you have to have done, or what? Why?
I got to comply with DOT, and as far as weights and vehicle inspections.
Okay, I get it. I
can provide services to
I get
companies.
it. How often do you have to do that, Todd?
Product.
How often?
Good question.
How often do you have to do that?
Well, I'm currently sitting in my semi, getting ready to get unloaded. But the truck that I called you guys about is my personal company that I deliver galvanized pipe with.
And what's going on? Well, how can we help you?
So I had a shop up in Erie do a lot of work for me on this truck, and they're a great shop. The truck's got a little bit more power than stock, and I had this shop break down because we had some oil leaks, and I had them take care of all of that. And while we were going to do that, I wanted to have a transmission in the truck that could handle what the truck is doing and the power that it's wanting to put down to the ground. So I did a lot of extensive research to figure out which would be best. And I was left with two options because I have a unique transmission in this truck. It's an Assign 68RC. Not a lot of people out there.
Okay, but to keep it in layman's terms, and then we can get into the details off the air if we get someone to help you. But the bottom line, you go to this place to get a transmission. I mean, you had other work done, but you wanted to get a new transmission.
Bottom line is I ordered this $19,000 transmission from a company that they told me that would be perfect for my use in the situation.
$19,000. Holy crap. Whew.
The transmission came in. We installed it. They had a packet of things that we needed to follow. And one of those was doing a relearn. So the computers know that it's got a new transmission in it.
Sure.
And the clutches and everything works. The transmission would not work. It came back with a bad solenoid in the valve body. And that's kind of like what controls the shifting and everything of the vehicle.
Okay.
And so they complained and barked a little bit, but they got an overnight one to us because they consider these things just like gold. And so they overnighted it. We installed it, and it would not do it. A relearn.
Meanwhile, you're out 19 grand. They installed it, but it didn't work. You got an error code, and it won't take the computer program. So what's going on? I mean, is it?
Ultimately, they authorized a lot of work. The transmission went back, got damaged in shipping. They wanted to deny everything. I had proof that the shipping company ruined the transmission. So they went ahead and sent us a new one. We went to install it again. We had gone through, set the truck to factory settings, even on my stock transmission, made sure everything was perfect and it was doing what it should. However, we installed the transmission, and it once again would not do a relearn. So it's dead in the water. The company refused to help us move it in any direction to diagnose it, told us not to drive it, and
So basically, I mean, as I said, to try to keep this simple, you bought a transmission, it didn't work the first time, they sent you a replacement one, and the same problem. So where do we stand today?
Correct.
Where do we stand today? I mean, I can understand. Listen, bro, I can understand your frustration. You're looking at a $19,000 price tag plus probably installation and stuff, and it's not working. My God, I've never heard of a transmission that much. So where do we stand today?
That transmission sits in an enclosed trailer. I bought another transmission from Dodge. I needed the truck. And Next Gen Drivetrain is refusing to do anything, even denying picking up the warranty work the shop did, which is an $8,000 bill. And they're sending me an email today showing the denial. And
who's denying? The original company. What's the name of that?
Next Gen Drivetrain that provided the
and who is it called? Who is it called?
Next Gen Drivetrain.
But the shop that did all the work, it's not, you don't mind them at all. You think they're good.
Yeah, I would highly recommend the shop that I work with.
Oh, okay. And next gen drivetrain, so I can understand this. Did they manufacture this transmission, or are they simply a distributor, or do they rebuild them? Who is next gen drivetrain? Help us understand this.
They supposedly build and create a lot of parts for a lot of vehicles. They've got offices in California, and they build out of Pennsylvania. And from my understanding, they do a tremendous amount of products anywhere from Ferrari to Chevy. And
Okay.
they've actually,
So what do they say?
Chevy.
This is usually how things like this go, Todd. You spend money, you go to a company, the garage tries to install it, they can't do it, or it's not being programmed properly. They send you another one, it still is not being programmed properly. Then they throw up their hands. Many times what the factory will say is it's an installation problem or there's nothing wrong with it. In other words, they refuse to believe there's anything wrong with it. Is that what their stand? Are they saying basically there's nothing wrong with it? What are they saying? They must give you a response.
Their main response is that we did not tell them of the modifications of the truck, and that's why this is the problem. However, when I originally went...
Now, what kind of modifications? Here's what I need to know. What kind of... I want to keep this as simple as possible for the sake of the phone call. As I said, when I assign this to somebody, they can look into it. But for the sake of the phone call, what modifications on the truck did they say prevented the transmission from working?
The compound turbo setup.
Okay, that's all I need to know. So the truck modifications to the turbo kept it from working.
That's what they're saying.
Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to get one of our experts on just to weigh in on this. And then, because it all boils down to this, do they owe you anything? Or can they say, look, this was never going to work to begin with, and your shop should have known that. I want to get Chopper. I see Chopper. I believe that's Chopper. Yeah. Hey, Chopper. Thanks for waving. So Chopper, I want him to call the manufacturer or the maker. They're an aftermarket maker. I want to see what they have to say about this. And then I want to see where the blame should go. But I also would like to get Jeff Vick on, Kimmer Transmission, just to weigh in on this. I would love to get his opinion on this. So let's try to get him on, and then we'll take it up. After this, Victor has an HOA problem that we're going to talk about. HOAs are a nightmare sometimes, so you stick around for that. DenverRegen.com, you want to get out of pain? They do stem cell therapy, and I promise you, you will never regret it. I went there. They're top-notch for stem cell. DenverRegen.com.
Very nice.
Okay, I'm going to take a walk. How much time do I have?
Radio.
5.5.
Thanks.
U.S. bobsledder Alana Myers-Taylor won her first Olympic gold in her 5th Games, taking the women's monobob. At 41, she became the oldest American to win a winter gold and said the moment was well worth the wait.
So grateful right now. It's just so amazing to finally have done it. I finally broke through.
She now has 6 career medals and will look to add to her total in Friday's 2-woman bobsled.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
CMG, John Clace, I'm going to tell you what I love about these guys. First of all, they are a direct lender. There's no middleman involved. And they are so quick. When our son Miles used CMG, he went from application to the closing table on his first house in 28 days. You're going to get good low rates. You're going to have low fees, the best fees out there. And they do the all-in-one line of credit, which is a 30-year line of credit on your first mortgage. You're going to absolutely love this company. Call John Clace directly, 303-577-7206, 303-577-7206.
That was fabulous, Mark.
My trade-in went up. They gave me more.
They did.
Yeah, I can't argue that, huh?
You know he's getting the new
He's getting a new Model S. Marcus.
Really?
Yep, this week.
Wow. Maybe tomorrow, Ben.
Oh, we might go get it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
I got a lead foot in that car.
Well, I know you do.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how you could really avoid this, but Adam's at a trade show for Pix 4D.
Excellent.
At the Tech
Excellent.
Center.
She's running her grandkids around.
Ronnie, that's what she's doing today.
Yep.
Every day.
With her 8 seats now, 9 seats that she has,
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
She just seems to love doing that.
I know she does.
Runs the grandkids around. Does she stay and watch their sports or any?
We did, but not every single one.
Yeah.
Yeah, not every single one.
There is Kuchera Engineering and Construction. And so Adam's like, oh my God, I got to meet these guys. Maybe they're, possible clients or leads or whatever. So he goes in
Or relatives.
and so talks to the guy that's there.
Hey,
and
Tom, miss.
Hey,
Can you hear
my
me?
last name's Kuchera,
You can not hear me. Not hear me.
So I thought I'd come over here and say hi and introduce myself. I'm from Pix 4D and all this stuff. And he's like, how did you pick the name Kuchera? He's like, my dad started it, but he died a month ago because he fell in a hole.
Wow, what the hell?
Yeah, stepped into that one, right? So
Literally.
Adam's like, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. And he's like, no, I'm going to take it over, but, we're still getting over it, blah, blah, blah. And so him and the guy are like, okay, what do we say
Well, they're
now?
going to stop
This
making
is not
Teslas,
going to be a good lead opportunity.
Just the
So he's
Model
like,
S and the Model
here's
X.
my card if you
They're
want to
still going to
talk
make
about,
the Y and the 3 and the
anything we
taxi
can
cab.
do for you.
So you're going to
with drone technology.
you're buying it.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the last
But,
ones.
I mean, can you that's a tough one.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah.
And ours, the new one, it'll have free charging, self-driving. I don't have to pay for, and they're going to start charging just monthly for that after this month.
Yeah.
In fact, they might have already stopped. I forget if they did it. It might be March.
I thought you said 15th or something.
Yeah, February. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I'm not positive now.
Wow.
So instead of being able to buy it outright, you got to pay monthly, and their monthly price is going way up.
Jeez.
Hey, Suze,
Yes?
can you tell Chopper to check his email, please?
Chopper, can you please check your email? Got his from Kelly.
Oh, I got that. Ladies.
I am just shit for brains.
I got it. I'm going to wait to listen to Jeff first, though.
No problem. You do you, Chop.
Like I said, how much can a 20-year-old truck be worth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend
I mean, and he puts a
$19,000
$20,000 transmission in it.
Pricey.
I think you've flipped the truck.
Podcast or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Well, I'll talk to Victor now, but on a note on Todd, the truck is what, 18 years old? And you spend $20,000 or more on a transmission? God, I mean, that alone. In fact, let me go to Jeff Vick because we do have him here. Then I'll take Victor with the HOA. Hey, Jeff, I have never in my life ever heard of anyone taking a 2008 Dodge Ram and buying a $19,000 transmission. Have you ever heard of this transmission place, Next Gen Drivetrain?
No, I can't say that I have.
Well, let me ask you, can you even fathom a $19,000 transmission?
If you were doing a conversion or something where you're going to stick to automatic or vice versa, then yeah, I could definitely get up there. But just for a stock build, certainly not.
Todd, can you explain it?
The Allison conversions are running about 18,000.
Yeah, if you're putting in an Allison, yeah. If you're putting in a conversion kit, then yeah, that's all very reasonable for that.
So I had two options: either go Allison or go this way. That's all I had.
Okay, and when you say go this way, what way is that?
This was a direct bolt-in, and it was supposed to be a built transmission that would handle everything I'm asking.
Okay, and Jeff, what he is saying is they installed it twice, two different transmissions, and they couldn't get it to program. They couldn't get it to learn. So they had to go somewhere else and buy a transmission. And these guys are saying it's not their fault. They're saying the reason they couldn't get the transmission to program is because of some modifications they made on the turbo. Does that make sense to you?
No, it really doesn't. There wasn't a whole lot of programming back then. There's a couple of different transmissions that could be in that truck.
Let's ask him. Let's just ask him. Todd, what transmission did you buy? What is it called?
A Scion 68 RC.
Okay. They were a problematic unit to begin with. So, but just doing a regular build on those, 13 to 15 range is probably more around what you usually see.
But why is it they couldn't get it to get programmed? Why wouldn't it accept programming in that truck?
There really shouldn't have any programming.
It needs to take a relearn. Both transmissions, the factory one that I put in, and also this one require relearns so it knows where the clutches are.
Yeah, relearn.
We are 100%. We are 100%. When they told us don't touch it, don't drive it, don't do anything, and they left us hanging for a week, we wanted to know. So we took the valve body out of the stock unit and put it in their transmission, and it operated fine. We went in and swapped it back. We dropped their transmission out. I went and got a new Dodge one because they were not giving us a direction to go forward. No diagnose.
I mean, Jeff, not only did he pay too much, but they couldn't get it programmed. I'm not sure if it's the installation problem or the transmission problem, but they tried two different transmissions. Go ahead.
Yeah, if he was able to solve the complaints with the valve body, then there's an issue with the valve body, whether it's with the electronics or with the valve.
Okay, Todd, let me ask you, if you could fix it with a valve body, why didn't you keep that transmission from Next Gen?
Next Gen does a lifetime valve body warranty, and they're not honoring that. And number two, they have a billet plate and a couple other things done to their valve bodies to handle line pressure of their transmission. And with a stock valve body, that transmission's line pressure overloads it.
Okay, so it wouldn't last long. It wouldn't last long if you did another valve body. So you're saying you had no choice but to abandon that project and go for a conventional transmission.
This is correct.
Okay, so Chopper, you have your marching orders. Jeff, anything you can add to this, or is it just too bad? Really, it's.
The warranty is only as good as the company providing it.
Yep, and it's not even a warranty issue. The damn transmission never worked to begin with. It just wouldn't work. Jeff, have you ever had a transmission that you installed that would not take programming?
Yeah, we've had, anybody who's been in this industry long enough has had one project or another that just doesn't want to go right.
Okay. What would be the main reason for not accepting programming?
Well, in this case, it's not programming; it's relearning.
Okay, so, I'm sorry. How is relearning different than programming?
Programming is exactly what it sounds. You're giving it instruction. You're changing parameters.
Okay, got it.
I.e., we don't want lockup to come on until 50 miles per hour, whatever the case may be. Relearning, when you're driving down the road, your computer's actually watching everything that's going on inside there on a daily basis.
Okay.
And it's making adaptations over wear and tear and so on and so forth. So when you go in, put a new transmission in, you've got to go back to a relearn, so it will actually try to learn where the new clutch setups are at.
Okay. All right. Well, Chopper, I want you to start by calling those people. Let's just see if we can get them to accept this back, so he can get his money back. Jeff, is there a problem getting money back when things like this happen that you know of?
Especially, it seems like the bigger ticket items, the more trouble you're going to have.
Yeah. Well said.
Any chance of a mediator or something like that on this kind of thing, Jeff?
Anybody can hire a mediator for anything.
Yeah, but in other words, Chopper, I don't know what you're asking, but is it conventional to have mediators in cases like this? No. I mean, not really. This is something that how much this is way more than small claims court too. Chopper, let's see, man. Work your magic and see if he's got this transmission. Even if he pays a slight restocking charge or something's got to be done for this guy. Now, Victor, I want to thank you, Chopper. I want to start this problem, Victor. What is the issue with an HOA? Usually with HOAs, homeowners don't win often. So what's going on with you?
Okay, good morning, and thanks for taking my call.
Well, thank you for calling. What can we do for you, man?
Well, my friend bought a two-story townhome with a little wood deck in the back that leaded off into a little private section.
Got it.
And that was in December 2016. Fast forward.
Wait. In 2016?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
That's right. So fast forward to a week ago, she received a notice of violation. I guess a pre-notice of a violation. And
what's the violation?
Stated in there that the deck did not have that the deck. She needed to show plans of the construction of the deck.
Wait a minute. She bought it in 2016. Wait, she bought it 10 years ago, and the deck was already there, and now they want her to show the plans for putting it on, and she bought it with the deck on there. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, hold on. These things never stop. Hold on, man. We'll come back to you. This is crazy when things like this happen. I just don't even know what to do. All right. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, 303-713-8255. And let's talk about K&H Home Solutions. You want to talk a great company. They also have painters now. K&H Painting Pros. Go to khwindows.com.
Thank you.
Do I have anything here, Ben?
Hey, Chop.
All right, Victor, just be patient.
You know how we were talking about smelling cigarette smoke?
Yes.
I can smell it. It just started a few minutes ago. I don't know if it's from downstairs right now. Yeah.
I mean, out of this room.
I don't smell it. I was sitting here going,
all right, are we done with
Where's that smell coming from?
I wasn't listening.
I'm pretty sensitive to smell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Perfume. Just I start sneezing.
All right, Todd, we
is
went
my
ahead and
perfume
escalated
bothering
this
you?
to one of our
yours
deputies.
doesn't.
His
Mine bothering
name
you?
is
No.
Chopper.
Okay, good.
Mine isn't.
Chop.
You still on the shot?
Yeah.
Good for you. How many have you lost?
I've lost about 15, 17.
Good for you.
Yeah. I've kind of plateaued. So
yeah. Are you going to go to the next level?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But I was telling Chopper that I ran out of syringes and had to order some from Amazon. And I waited a couple days, so I missed a week.
Oh, wow.
But I did my thing yesterday, and we're back on track.
I have that, the one that comes with it.
You're right.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
All you do is Put it in there, click it, and that's it. Okay, you throw it away.
Do you? See, I've
No,
saved
you put-
mine. I don't know
Save
what to
your
do
what?
with them.
Why?
My syringes. Well, I'm afraid to put them in the trash.
Don't you?
I put mine in when I was doing the shot. I put mine in a
There's
thing
a
that
box.
held dog bones. It was just a thing with like a big peanut jar.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
threw them in there.
Yeah.
A milk carton.
But you're right. I didn't want to throw them just in my trash either. But I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put it in a milk. You drink milk.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
another
yeah.
good one.
Milk carton. Take the little thing off. Drop it in.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
that's probably a good idea. I just didn't want. Who knows? I mean,
You didn't want Jose on the
That-
Waste Connection. Come
that-
down with something.
get stuck in the hand.
Do you
I
know-
got a good trash guy for a
Do you-
6-pack of beer.
Do you know
I don't
why
care
it's
what
like
it is,
that?
It's gone.
Why? What's like what?
What the beef? Excuse me, not the beef. The things you were talking about. It's just
We're not hearing.
the needles.
Chopper can't hear you.
Okay, the needles. What I'm saying is you break off, if you break off the end, just a little tip, so it's no longer a sharp, then you can throw it, then you just throw it away. You pull the plunger out and throw it away. And that little needle, that little thing disappears in the trash.
Yeah, we
I
can do
didn't
that.
know that.
That's fine.
I just bend it back and forth.
He bends it and breaks the needle off.
Yeah,
When
the
you're home
tip.
alone?
When he's done with his
When you're
heroin,
home
he
alone?
breaks it off. So that's a little.
I don't leave them on the alley
Just
downtown
drop it in the
Denver.
milk carton. Or you drink gallon water. Well, no, you have city water probably. I drink
No, but
because a gallon.
What was that hotel called we saw today? We looked up.
Ever
This is
Hotel.
We
No.
pass this building all the time. Finally, I'm looking at it. I'm like, wow, that's got a nice like swimming pool on the very top.
Oh,
it
up
looks
here.
like a bar.
Oh,
There's
the
a bar.
claret.
Is today the day we go to Excel
there's a
down
room-
at the
yeah.
home show, by the
Yes,
way?
There's
Tom,
a
it
Okay,
is.
rooftop
thanks.
bar that's kind of.
Yes.
Have you been there?
No, I'd like to go sometime to the
Where's it at?
Bar. It's a hotel.
at the Bellevue Light Rail Station.
Oh, really?
Right over in these buildings over here.
Yeah, it's in that clump of
Yeah.
blue shit.
So have you heard the Epstein
supposed to be a
files
hot
of
place.
Life, touch,
Kim-
school,
no, not Kimpton.
photos, connection?
Claret, something
No,
like that.
what is it?
Claret or Clarion?
What I just said?
No, it's
Yeah.
not Clarion.
Apparently, the guy who started
Yeah, I
Life,
wanna go there
Touch,
sometime.
School
Because you're
photos
supposed to, like the buildings.
was in bed with Epstein,
18
and
stories.
they kind of
Wow.
used
So
it
you
as
get a good view of the
menu.
front
Oh,
range.
yeah, that sounds
That
good.
is fucking crazy.
Nationwide photo books of.
You know, they've got the heaters out there.
But I just
Did
saw
Bill
a great
Clinton
meme
have one?
based on that said,
What side
listen,
of
if
the
you
highway?
think you're feeling unloved
It's
right,
right-
now, at some point
right literally
Epstein saw
across the
your
street.
school
It's where
photo
the-
and didn't want you
The
either.
Bellevue Light Rail Station. It's on this side of the
Strong.
highway,
Strong statement.
and it's next
That is
to.
a strong statement.
uh,
It's like a strong odor, but it's
Well,
not
yeah,
an
that
odor.
would
It's
be
a
a
statement.
decaying baby corpse. Yeah, so yeah, strong odor. You got it.
what's the not the Western Union's over there, and I think a
And,
bank. I mean,
Oh,
saltwater.
it's right over here in the corner. Then.
literally, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Western
Hampton?
Union.
Hampton
they were
Claret
apparently
Hotel.
using to make a mind-altering chemical.
That's what it's called.
had it all
Oh, God,
going on
my
there.
nose.
Christie's.
Yep.
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 I've been stuffy
years
too,
now.
man. Mine's kind of. I'm getting a
Feel
little
bad,
better.
buddy.
I think I might have to go back into my nose doctor though.
Is that what you guys
I was
call
at the nose
cocaine
doctor
dealers
last
now?
week.
My
They're
nose
called
doc- I gotta go see my nose.
ENTs.
Uh-huh.
ENTs.
I used to buy 8 balls from my
Yeah, it's a happening
ENT.
spot,
No, that's
Joe.
not
I
how
think
that goes.
like a Friday afternoon happy hour over there
There you
might
go.
be the way to go.
That sounds good to me.
Okay, I texted that lady. Hopefully, I might be able to pick that up tomorrow, babe.
That would be awesome.
Hell, I'd pick it up tonight if they'd let me. Oh no, because we got to bring mine.
Yeah.
So you literally just
Can't
drive
you just
in,
tell it to go to
hand
the
them your
dealer?
keys, and drive out with a new one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kind
pretty
of.
much. That's exactly what you do.
Just go to the dealer. tell
And
the car.
Mark's Model S looks like he got into a fight with a taco right now. I was like, oh my God. I was like, did the taco win? Because your taco is everywhere. in your
Oh my God.
Oh, on the inside?
I stopped at Taco Bell. I haven't
Friday
been to a
night on the
Taco
way
Bell
home.
in like 8 million years.
Oh man.
So I got 3 crunchy tacos.
No,
And
the
they
crunchy
just-
tacos got him.
They just ended up everywhere.
So then I'm like looking for his credit card for him, and I open the door, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a
There's pieces of
bloodbath.
shell, cheese, lettuce.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-8255. The lowest price for furnace installations, replacement furnaces, renewhomeinnovations.com, guaranteed lowest price, renewhomeinnovations.com. And that's an incredible thing. And they want you to put them to the test. Okay. So you call them and whatever price they'll beat, 303-904-2000. Okay. You know, Victor, you have a weird situation. Your friend has been in this townhome since 2016, and a week ago she gets a violation notice or a pre-violation notice, whatever that means, saying, what about the deck? What are they saying? Are they saying that deck was never approved?
Well, from my understanding, it says that cease all construction or schedule construction regarding this deck and submit construction.
But wait. Is she rebuilding it or improving the deck? Why did she get a letter?
Well, no. She has she's not improving it. All she's really done is maintain it. But
okay, well, hold on. Recently, if a week ago she gets a letter, recently did she do any sanding or staining or painting or anything at all that would trigger this letter? Anything?
No.
I am baffled.
Is understood. Yeah, from what is understood, she's never received any kind of notice on this deck.
Could it just be a mistake? Victor, could it just be a mistake? They got the wrong address. I mean, guys, you're listening to this. What do you think? Really, Mark, what do you think? I mean, an HOAs can be pains in the ass, but they're not that stupid to send out a letter after 10 years.
I
know. You're baffled.
It's hard to believe.
Anyway, Victor, what did she do after she got the letter? Let's take it one step at a time. What did she do about it?
Well, she let them know in an email through a portal that they use, stating that the deck, of course, was already part of the purchase when she bought it in 2016.
And did that stop the nonsense?
Well, they haven't communicated back to her. No.
Okay.
She hasn't got back.
But here's what I don't understand is this, Victor. They write her a letter and say, cease all construction. I mean, somehow somebody complained saying she was building a deck. Now, do other townhomes like hers, 2-story townhomes, do they have a deck in the back?
No.
Is she the only one with a deck?
No. There's some other townhomes on the other side of the property that have decks.
Like hers?
On this, they're actually on the second floor. And on the first
is
floor.
Her deck on? Is her does she have a 2-story deck or just out the bottom floor?
Out the bottom floor.
Okay, and it's been there for 10 years. I look at Victor.
Well, according to the neighbor who's lived next door for 30 years, she stated that that deck was built 2 or 3 years prior to the purchase of.
I get it. So, Victor, what I would do is wait to hear from them again. If she responded to them and she said, look, this deck was here when I bought this place 10 years ago. Let's see what they say. I'm marking this as a pending file here. Let's just wait. I mean, I can't see them doing anything if it's been there for 10 years. So that's all we can do. Now, Scott has an issue with Windows not working well, and I think we used our expert to look at them. But Scott, can you explain what your problem is and what the follow-up is? Go ahead, Scott. Okay, very interesting. Was that Scott's response? Did he not? Did he hang up?
I guess so.
Okay, so we'll just go we'll take other calls
Let's
coming
break.
up. Yeah, we'll take other calls coming up. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Dan McKenzie will do a will for you for the asking. He is an estate planning attorney. He can do wills or trusts. He can do a combination of both. He can help you if you're facing probate or if you want to avoid probate. If someone just died and you're wondering what to do, he can help the estate file probate. He can help with small estate affidavits, whatever you need. Dan McKenzie, you'll love the way he does it. I'm doing my estate plan with him right now. 833-CO plans. 833-CO plans.
Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, we do have rock scaling underway, at least our first closure. Now, they've reopened here over the last several minutes, so it's improving. Some slowing in between Idaho Springs and the bottom of Floyd Hill. Not a real big delay at this point, but we'll monitor that, see how many times they actually close the drive, I-70 there. It looks like southbound Santa Fe at Mississippi, still some backups with some construction work. But, boy, the freeways are very, very light. We're looking at speeds on the high side citywide. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the White House Briefing Room podcast with John Decker.
I'm John Decker. Join me weekdays for 15 minutes of no-spin White House coverage, straight from the press briefing room. Subscribe now to the White House Briefing Room on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you need a criminal defense attorney, we've done the shopping for you. Never shop under pressure. He'll do free initial consultations always, and then a flat rate price for your entire case quoted up front. 303-429-6200, Joe Lazzara. 303-429-6200.
$5,000. Yeah. 100. Mark and I were like, well, they got like 25, 20.
We got 22.
22.
Oh my gosh.
They'd be 23. So, I know their names.
Yeah.
But I don't know their date of birth. Okay.
Gotcha.
That's the thing. I do remember their names.
That has to have been a bet among friends at some point in
I would
history.
say, who is that?
I bet I can get away with murder. Nobody catch me. You're on.
No, I do remember their names.
Oh.
I'll put 50 on that.
Yeah, you can't keep all those straight.
No.
Just tell me
Listen,
when
just
they
think
are.
how
I'll
many
be there.
Yeah, that's right.
World-changing decisions were made after too much alcohol.
Put them in there.
I just asked my
Or
sister.
because somebody was horny.
She's good at knowing dates and stuff.
Kim is really good at
Iris.
that.
Yeah.
Who's that?
You
Iris?
must have at least a birthday
Yeah.
or two every month
Big
then.
black guy?
Pretty
Yep.
much.
Used to be a wrestler.
Blackish, yeah.
So he has like 4 kids in 4 different ones.
Yeah.
A lot of money. But,
Well, that makes sense.
It's real fun when we get together for a holiday.
I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
where borders are.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful. I mean, we enjoy it. And they enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They come and eat
That's
and
fun.
leave.
And leave someone to do all the dishes.
That's right. That's exactly. We do the cooking, we do the prepping, then we do the cleanup.
Yeah.
They come and eat. That's it. Then
Okay.
Disney.
So it's an all-day event.
What's
Pretty
that?
much.
When the family comes over for a birthday.
Oh, yeah.
No offense, but I can't believe that's only been an hour. Right?
When did Scott originally call? Who is he working with?
I don't know.
Okay.
Kelly, do you know?
Wait, what?
Huh?
When did Scott originally call, and who was he
said
working
about
with?
Scott.
Oh, Scott called about a month ago
Okay.
and talked with Mark.
Got it.
And Mark referred him to Nick. We had him on. Nick went out there. Nick, I'm trying to get a hold of him right now to come back on, but he's calling for a follow-up.
Okay. Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. Scott, welcome to the show. I'm Tom Martino. Anyone listening, you can call 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. And if you have any questions for Joe Chiano, he's here as well. Mark, tell us what Joe's talking about.
Well, I'll tell you, the big thing is in Colorado Springs, and we should have all those listeners right now on KRDO, we've got a movie event coming up in 2 days, Thursday. This Thursday, it's the Baby Boomer Dilemma. It's a good movie. You're going to get popcorn drinks. It's at the AMC 14 at Chapel Hills Mall in Colorado Springs town. But Suzanne and I are going to be headed out there. Once again, it starts at 6:30. People can go to mymoneymovie.com and sign up. We still got a few seats left. mymoneymovie.com. But it's a great movie about people getting ready to retire that have retired and basically being successful in retirement. I mean, Joe, how would you describe it?
Yeah, it's a very educational movie, Mark. It teaches people not only about how to build a guaranteed lifetime income, but actually how to take care of long-term care needs in the future.
Got it.
And also, the avoiding, I guess you could say, that danger or the volatility of the stock market.
And it's 100% free. Once again, just go to mymoneymovie.com, and Suzanne and I and Joe, we look forward to seeing you there in Colorado Springs.
Scott, what's going on with your windows?
Well, I was on with Mark a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And
what's going on? What was the original problem with your windows? Let's just go back real quick and recap for those listening.
Scott, is this the one where the sales guy kept saying he owned the company and we found out that he didn't?
Yeah, well, he does own the company according to the website. But
how much, Scott, tell us the original problem. You bought windows, a whole house full, or what?
Yeah, 18 windows.
Well, okay,
17.
and who'd you buy them from?
JDI Windows.
JDI, and what's the problem?
Well, between the noise, the cold, not closing correctly.
So they're noisy and cold.
Yeah, I mean, you had Nick from Gravinas come out and look at them, and
didn't the owner of the company come on that day, Scott? And he said he was unaware of all these issues and was going to make it right.
He came out and did 3 of the windows fixed, but he's saying that I have to pay him for the other ones.
And why is that?
Yeah, why do you have to pay?
Come out?
Because he says that they put him in, the retrofit is done, and doing the spray foam and everything else was not included in the price. And
okay, hold on. So he is saying he is saying that they installed the windows as contracted, but you need extra work done that isn't part of the installation. So that's the question. What did Gravina say about that? Our expert, Gravina, they're good people. What did Nick say about it?
Well, definitely that they need insulation around it.
Did he say that
they
should
don't
be
close.
included in the installation?
Yes. Yes.
So Gravina said
And
if
not
they did it,
destroying
they
my
would have.
trim.
Gravina said if they did it, they would have insulated around it.
Let's get, I want to get Nick on. And then the other thing is JDI Windows, the owner came on and he went out there the next day and he fixed 3 of them. I don't understand why he would only fix 3. I just can't fathom. Why would he fix those 3 but not the rest?
I don't know, Mark.
Is it the owner that came out, Scott?
No, it was. He sent one of his group of 3 people. They were here for probably most of the day, from like 10 till 4.
Okay. And
let's do that. We've got the news break coming up. Let's try to get Nick on to clarify exactly what he saw with his own eyeballs out there.
Yeah,
then
that's a good
let's
idea.
try to get JDI back on the owner.
That's a really good idea. So hang on, and we'll get Nick on to talk about this. Meanwhile, people, if you have any problems, questions, or complaints, give us a call, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. And you can call also 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. Listen, beef prices right now are going through the roof, and there's some reasons why. And beef producers say that it's probably going to be this way from now on, or in our foreseeable lifetimes, that beef will continue to go up in price, incremental increases yearly. They say drought has something to do with it. Also, environmental concerns. People are down on the beef industry. They said there's a drop in hay production. There's a rise in hay prices, and herd size has declined. People are getting rid of cattle and moving to other sources of income. So overall, there's been like a reduction in the herd size. So ranchers are saying, the hell with this. It's too hard and it's too expensive. As a result, they say that you're going to see crushing beef prices going on and on and on. Some people are even saying that it's going to be cost prohibitive for the average family. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show.
I am so glad that that's happening.
Are you going to be one of those that switches to eating insects?
Oh,
protein?
screw that. No more. Plant-based is the only way to go. No more ribs, no more steaks, no more nothing. Quit killing cows.
What's that?
Quit killing cows.
Oh.
I mean, jeez. I'm glad the prices are going to go up. That's less cows being killed. Think about that.
That's true. Yeah. It's very true. You excited about the Colorado Springs movie?
I am.
That's a new venture for you.
It is an adventure. I mean, I went over there, and it's not that far, but it's an adventure.
It's not that far from our house, actually.
Right. It's a different, a different audience. They're going to see the movie, see what kind of response we get. We got about 40 people that are registered, confirmed.
Right. How did your interview go this morning?
I think it went well. We got one. We got one person that actually registered from that.
Oh, cool.
So far. So I think we're looking forward to it.
Nice. All right. Verification code. What did you ask him if we could pick it up tomorrow? You waiting to hear back?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I'd have to do a little research, but do you think he invented the blackibus?
What time are wire cutoffs, do you know? Are they noon?
It's 2.
It is 2?
Yeah. I think.
What color are you going to get this time?
Blue.
Blue, huh?
Frost blue. It's really light blue.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. We had beef last night. It was so good. I smoked it for about 10 hours.
Well,
I'm not going to lie.
Only you, Mark, only you are going to be able to afford beef. Which I'm glad.
It is getting expensive.
Which I'm glad. Yeah, I know, which is great. I mean, I hope it goes totally out of the reach of people. That means that less cows will be killed. So.
That means veal's going to go up.
Everything.
It means lamb might go up. Sheep.
Lamb goes up, what?
But plants don't go up, though. There's a demand for that. Now.
It's also Mardi Gras.
I'm going to call this lady real quick. What's your favorite? The just regular peanuts or the cashews?
I like cashews.
I do too. You know,
not those honey ones.
Joe, you want a package?
Pat,
I don't think.
I'm pretty sure cashews aren't a nut.
Oh, are you sure?
Aren't they a liquid?
I'll bring you an assortment to select from.
Oh my gosh,
They're salted.
Bring them the beef flavored ones.
No, I don't want any beef flavored ones. I want
Bring them the beef nuggets.
I want the
veal nuggets.
See, look, plant protein.
Oh, it is. That's
in
it.
there. Yeah.
That's great. Eat some more, Mark. Eat some more. Plant-based, right there.
12% plant-based protein.
See there. That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's a steak right there. I tell you what, we went to J. Alexander's.
Gourmet selection.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Cashews.
Bring them the veal
roasted,
nuggets.
Salted.
Scott,
This is a trail mix.
one of your customers whose windows run, he's back
Yeah, I
on
gotta
the
tell
phone.
you,
plant
He
protein.
has
Listen,
one
I
of
need
our
Regular
to
peanuts,
talk
and
Oh,
then
no,
this
that's
is
fine.
honey
go out
roasted.
like
This
we
is
said.
fine.
We
These are my weakness.
Yeah, honey roasted. Yeah. This is good to be on that. On whenever you're in the shop.
Yeah, I want to move it till tomorrow,
Yeah.
but I still got to wire money, I guess. Nope, I need to talk to a human. Human. Thank you.
Another one dropped. I must have cleaned up now. I've been having oatmeal every morning to bring down my cholesterol.
Really?
Then I was out of my routine this morning and forgot my dang oatmeal.
Look at
Well, I'll
that,
tell you what,
mental
though.
health.
I had oatmeal today. I have it 3 times a week.
You and I are on the same page all
3
the
times
time.
a week. Yeah.
3 times a week?
Yep. Steel cut.
You do still
Hey, can you
Oh, yeah.
pull up my order number for me,
Yeah.
please?
I don't have any problems with cholesterol. I just
Oh,
like
cool. I was hoping I could pick it up
do you have?
tomorrow,
You
but
have high
I'm trying
cholesterol?
to.
You do?
Not where I've been told I
Everything
need
looks
medicine.
like it's done, but if I
But
go
you
to
know,
the
like that
road
magic
section,
number's
it's
200
only
or
taking the
under.
trade-in.
Yeah.
I
Mine's
wanted to
280.
bring some cash to
kidding
the
me?
table
But
too.
my triglycerides are phenomenal. Like, I
You know
mean,
what
all
it
my
is, don't
good
you?
stuff is great.
Is red meat.
I don't need that much red meat.
Wow.
I mean, I really don't.
That's really amazing that you have that kind of cholesterol issues.
Hmm. I think it might run in my family.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
hereditary.
emailed Iris.
Yeah.
Is she there?
Because Kim has problems with that as well.
Okay.
But she eats red meat.
I eat some, but I'm not. I think we eat more chicken and pork. Maybe pork's doing it.
That'd be. Yeah, but don't I have to wire it? How do I do that?
Is your cholesterol stellar?
Really, really stellar. Let me see. I'm going to find it.
Oh, okay. I do have this. I do have this question for you. When I went into the app today, I accepted the trade-in. You're saying there's still an issue on the back end. Got it. Got it. I got you. Got it. I got it. All right. Well, that'd be great. I sent her an email with what I wanted to.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere where we are solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints, making your life a little easier. Yes, and this hour brought to you by waterpros.net, the best water systems at the lowest prices, bar none. And if you want drinking water, $1,100 at the kitchen sink. Never buy bottled water again. 303-862-5554. Okay, let's talk. What's on your mind today? We have Marc Mager back at the studio. He's got Joe Chiano with him, and they're talking about an event in Colorado Springs to promote annuities and financial planning through retirement with Joe Chiano, mymoneymyway.com. And Mark, just tell us when that is for people listening, because we have our listeners from Colorado Springs right now.
Yeah, so it's going to be at the Chapel Hills AMC this Thursday at 6:30 p.m. You go to mymoneymovie.com. You can get signed up right away. We still got a few seats left, but it includes concessions. You're going to have a good time. Suzanne and I are going to be out there. And these guys, it's kind of like a Q&A after the movie. I mean, any questions you have, and I promise you will enjoy the movie. It is a very well-made movie. In fact, there is some, who's in the movie? There's some pretty big names in it, Joe.
Well, yeah, you know, we have
the father of the 401k.
Yeah, the father of the 401k is one of them. We have the Social Security Administration head.
Yeah, the head
there. We got the, we have Nobel Prize winners on economics. I mean, they're fantastic people.
Yeah,
it's an educational movie.
It's a good way to digest if you're coming up on retirement. Hey, I wanted to ask you something, though, Tom. We have heard now forever, at least in my lifetime, same with you, Joe, Social Security's going to run out. Now they have it down to like it's going to run out by, what is it, like in another 6 years or something? Do you think, in all actuality, any president would ever allow the checks not to go?
No,
it's never going to. It's never going to run out.
See, the movie actually talks about that. They're saying that Social Security is not going to run out, but the benefits will have to be cut by 1/3 across the board.
Wow, I'd hate to be the sitting president when that happens. I mean, you're cooked. That's political suicide.
The main problem with Social Security is that they borrow from it and they use it for other things. And they use it for other things. If they took, I've always said this, if they forced people, let's just say we had 4, 5, 6, whatever, name it, providers, approved government providers of annuities. Government, since they're never going to do away with retirement, what's better than Social Security? Let's say the government approved a handful of providers. Those providers would compete among themselves. And what taxpayers do, they elect where they want their contribution to go. So instead of FICA, it would go in their name to a provider.
Almost like a 401k or like an annuity actually in their name or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
The
But
product
it would
happens to be.
it would be sponsored by the government, but they're not allowed to touch it. Now, someone said, look, if you did this and let them invest their own money, they'll have loads of money when they retire, but they won't. People will just spend it. That's why they forced Social Security, because they knew even if they gave people that money to do with themselves, the vast majority of people will tap into it for everything. So it's never going to be around. So in a way, the government is saying, look, we want you to be secure in retirement, so we're going to do a Social Security program. The idea of Social Security is wonderful. The bad part about Social Security is that it doesn't make adequate money for the amount we invest.
Well, it's ridiculous for the amount we invest.
That's right.
I mean,
that's right.
It's not even. It's not. It's
That's
crazy.
right.
If anybody was like a stockbroker or anything and had those kind of returns, they'd be out of business.
Right. Here's the next thing, though. You could never give it to someone and say, even say this, it's mandatory that you have it invested, and they go in the stock market. That would be a nightmare. But if they took money that was destined to Social Security and made you put it into, call it whatever you want, it would be an annuity product, and it would be forced on the public instead of Social Security, FICA. It would go, let's say, they could, these companies could come up with their own names, Social Security X or whatever. It's much like they did with Medicare Advantage, and they let private healthcare companies take the premium, and they now provide the the Medicare. So Medicare Advantage, if you take Medicare Advantage, your premium pays for all of it. But the premium then, instead of going to the government, goes to Medicare Advantage. And they will take care of everything for that premium. So if they did this, then people would have loads of money upon retirement. The reason the government won't do that is because it would be disaster for them. They wouldn't have a pot of gold to borrow from. They just wouldn't have it available.
Their slush fund would be gone.
So think about this. If we were forced, and never would there be one company. I don't even care if there's 20 companies. They would have to be approved, right? They would have to be guaranteed and approved with long, long track records. And they would have to put your money into these accounts in your name. Then when it came time to get a monthly check, you would be getting a monthly check way bigger than the government, and you'd make way more money. And then listen to this. Because it would be a private product, upon your death, you would be able to pass that on to your children. So you would have generational wealth, guaranteed income, guaranteed tax-deferred growth, and it would be sponsored by the government. This is what's needed. The Social Security system, it's a bad investment, but we're forced to do it. We are absolutely forced to do it. Now, you know how I feel about annuities. I don't think you should go into an annuity for an investment tool, but compared to Social Security, it's 100 times better. It's 100 times better because you're forced to do it anyway. And Social Security, in a way, is a bad annuity. Okay, it's a bad.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
Tom, I got a comment to make real quickly, if you don't mind. Annuities, the company that we represent just came out with a brand new annuity that guarantees 7.20% for life.
Okay.
What a great return.
It's a pretty good return.
7.2.
Joe, I understand that's good, and it probably is better than a lot of people can do on their own. You and I may not agree on when to get into an annuity, but we do agree that they're solid income producers. And again, we don't have to, Joe, we don't have to agree. I believe that when done properly, investment in the stock market, when you don't churn and burn people, you can make them a lot of money. Mark is a sitting example of making good money in the stock market. But I believe later on in life, you have to turn that nest egg into something that is secure. Again, we don't have to agree on when to do it. Okay. I have obviously Wave 8 Wealth Management. I believe that we can build a nest egg and it will be wonderful. I'll remember when I had my pension account, when I got to a certain amount, the people at the pension company, when I turned 65, they said to me, they said, I would not take this pension if I were you. This is what the guy said to me, their own actuarial. He said, I would convert it to cash and roll it over to an annuity. And I said, but wait a minute, you are a pension. Isn't that an annuity? He says, but it's not the right product. They literally had me contributing to a defined contribution plan. And when I built it up, they told me not to turn it into a pension. They told me to roll it over. And I said, why? And they said, and by the way, it wasn't to sell me anything because they weren't even offering it. They were telling me to take my money and put it with a guaranteed income product. So again, here's the bad problem with investing. Here's the terrible problem, the burning and the churning. And that's why I'm against 98% of wealth managers and advisors, because all they do is churn and burn people. They just want to keep people and they try to go after the return instead of steady growth. And that is just terrible. It's especially when they go with big, giant advisors. They have to do a certain amount of volume, and then these guys make middleman fees, and the more they trade you, the more they make. It's just terrible. Even when they do assets under management, the activity is demanded by the investment houses. So it's just a terrible thing. Anyway, Scott, we can't get a hold of Nick Gravina to talk about the windows he examined at your house. But one thing we know, did we get anyone to call over, Scott? Do you recall, do we have anyone that called over to JDI Windows and actually tried to negotiate repairs? They said they're not going to do any more repairs. Who was working on your problem? Mark said that the owner called in. Mark, who was working? Did we assign this to somebody?
No, because they were going out there that next day and they replaced or reinstalled 3 of those windows.
I can speak to this, actually.
Yes, go ahead, Kelly.
I spoke with the owner, and he actually can't come on today. He can tomorrow. I spoke briefly with him, but he was the one who came on and had no idea that the salesperson was kind of the one who commandeered this. So he sent some of people out to fix the 3 windows, and he was not aware of the other problems. So he's willing to come on tomorrow.
Okay, good.
Now, Nick is on vacation, so he's not going to be available.
Not even tomorrow.
Not even tomorrow.
Okay.
So, just
we'll still address it. We'll still address it with the owner. If he wants to come on and talk, we'll do that. I got to take this break, though. Thank you, Kelly. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. One Clear Choice Garage Doors. I can't say enough about these wonderful people, and they have great prices. They have 24/7 service. Why would you need something 24 hours? What if your spring breaks, you can't get your door open, or you can't secure your home? You can't get it closed. You can't keep it latched. One Clear Choice Doors.com. They've been around for years, and they're still a locally owned and operated company. Well, they're part of a bigger company. He's spread all over the country, but they're a wonderful company. 720-370-3987.
Yep, you're out.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'll do it. 2 minutes. Joe Chiano, I love talking to you, and it's kind of ironic you're in studio today, but 7% you said?
7.20%.
Forever.
Forever.
7.2.
Yeah, our annuity is a phenomenal annuity. They just came out with it, and people are taking advantage of it. We have several clients on it already, and guess what?
What?
They can turn the income switch 30 days after they get the annuity.
30 days after.
30 days.
They don't have to wait years and years.
But if they want to wait 2 or 3 years, 7.20% growth.
That's amazing. I mean, I can't find anything like that that's guaranteed.
No, this is guaranteed.
So you're saying even if I had 10 years before I retired, I'm going to get a guaranteed 7%.
7.20%.
And then I can simply just have that reinvest?
Right. It just happens
Constantly.
automatically. It's a phenomenal annuity.
I was punching into a calculator, starting principal, basically $20,000, and then the growth rate. I only had 7. I'm going to go with that 7.20.
Yeah.
You realize you're looking at this is ridiculous. If it started with $30,000 year 1, year 10, you've got $200,000.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's 7%. It's crazy. Listen, folks, here's the bottom line. Any of these questions, you need to call and talk to Joe. Just go to mymoneymyway.com. You can get the phone number right there. Talk about your unique circumstance. Everybody's got one. mymoneymyway.com.
That's a phenomenal product.
Does that one still have the
no bonus?
No bonus.
But has long-term care and a death.
That doubles, same thing.
Yeah, the same thing.
So that's how they justify it. They get rid of that bonus. They're paying it out one way or the other. So bottom line.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm going to call someone here to talk about something because we don't have any callers right now. So I'll be calling him right now.
All right, Scott. So I talked to.
I hope it's not Robert Duvall.
It is. How did you know?
Are we going to have Dimitri calling in about the home
Oh, yeah,
show
we
stuff?
want to get Dimitri on.
What is Dimitri doing today?
He's down at the home show.
Oh, see, I didn't know that's where he was.
Yes. Well, we didn't know they didn't open till what time?
They don't open till 11:30. Oops.
They don't open for 7 more minutes. The poor bastard's been sitting down there.
He's probably met lots of interesting
but he lives
people
down
going
there,
in and out.
How
of
much
the
time do I
Cabaret.
have?
You know that.
You have 2 minutes.
Let me see if I can get him on by
You're going
then.
to do something big with 2 minutes?
I'm going to see if I can get him on. Hold on.
Doing something big. Stand by for Tom.
If not, I'll...
Going big. Tom's doing it. He's doing it.
He's making it happen.
Hey, Mark.
Yep.
This is Tom. I'm going to get you on. I'm going to put you on hold, though, okay?
Oh, okay.
And then I'll come back to you. Thank you.
Who is it?
Mark Trenner.
Oh, okay.
I got a cool thing to talk about with intellectual property.
IP
Yes.
freely.
IP often.
IP freely. I think my 14 gallons could be a record.
Nobody pees more than me.
Not 14 gallons, 14 pounds.
Nobody pees more than me, and I'll bet $1 million.
Okay. I estimated I peed out about 14 pounds the other day.
Let's see about that.
It was about 250.
Shannon, you're a sick person.
You did what now?
I think he's still there. I hope he is. I'm going to turn, and I think his volume was low, so I can turn that up too.
Oh, sure. No, you're master.
Look at, hey, Mark.
Surveyor.
Yeah.
When you get a chance, come over here.
Okay, hold on a second.
So the craziest thing I saw yesterday on my true crime, speaking of craziness, so this, and wouldn't you know it, it came out of Broomfield, Colorado. Some guy who works at the Department of Public
Here's an actual client, okay?
Health and
with that annuity
Environment
that we just sold.
Colorado.
It's called the Safe Income Advantage.
He basically
Guaranteed lifetime income you can count on. You can see right here.
Or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I want to bring up Mark Trenner right now. Mark, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am. Hi, Tom.
Hi. Mark is an intellectual property attorney, and he deals in patents and trademarks and all kinds of copyrights and things like that. Mark, I ran across this today, a fake video of Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise in a fight, okay? And it looks real. I mean, it's obviously 100% Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, according to appearances. They're fighting. Now, this is just one of many examples of this kind of thing on the internet purporting to be a celebrity. Now, other people are doing it in other ways, but right now I just want to talk about this. Tom Cruise and Pitt, both Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, are pissed off about this. Celebrities are pissed off about AI, okay? I am sure that your business category, intellectual property law, is going to explode over this entire issue. And I'm sure you've probably studied it or you have to study it. And I wouldn't be surprised if they don't offer continuing education dealing with just AI. Are you facing, is the industry, the intellectual property industry, are they facing a groundswell of problems that will arise as a result of this?
Yeah, it really has. There's a lot of issues, both from the copyright. What you were talking about is actually right of publicity, where they're faking somebody's actual image. The flip side of that is where they're generating AI generates images, and what's nice about that is AI cannot own a copyright because it's not generated by a person. So when people used to take pictures off the internet, they were violating somebody's copyright. But if you use AI to generate an image, you're not violating the copyright. So you may still have a right of publicity problem, like with the Brad Pitt example you gave, but you don't have a copyright problem if you're having AI generate photos for you.
But now you bring up a point I wanted to say. The celebrities are saying, you can't use my face. So are you telling me that our faces are protected?
Yeah, they are under the right of publicity. Now, if you just happen to be out in public and you're walking by and the news crew is out there filming a scene, that's perfectly fine. But especially with celebrities where they make big money just giving their endorsement on products. So if anybody's taking their image and pretending to be them, that can definitely lead to a lot of trouble. That they'd actually have a right to come back against those people.
So you're telling me the people who put together this fight, even if they don't pretend it to be real, this can be taken down by either Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt because they have a right to their face, or I have a right to my face.
Right.
You're saying that we cannot use people's faces. What if they alter the face a little and say, wait a minute, that's not 100% Tom Cruise. His nose is a little off, or one eye is a little off. How far does it go?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you can go back and say, yeah, that's a cartoon image of Brad Pitt, I think he's still going to have a case against right of publicity. Now, if you just have two generic people fighting, you're not going to have that issue. And then, like I said, you're not even violating a copyright. So two related issues. One of them works in favor of people who want to create things, and one of them works against, but still protects the real live people.
Now, if I use AI to create an image, I used AI, but can I copyright that image if I did it?
You can't, because AI did it. You used AI, and AI actually did the creating.
What?
So no, you can't get a copyright for that.
Wait a minute.
No, anything generated by AI is not going to be protected.
Not even if I write something?
So AI is actually doing the writing. If you're just writing the prompt, that's not sufficient creativity to own the copyright and end product.
So, Mark, if I went to one of these things that I've seen where you can write a book, so you answer about 50 different questions about your life, and then AI writes the book and then fills in a lot of holes there. You're saying I couldn't copyright that book because all I did was give a little information and AI wrote it?
Yeah, that's right. If AI is doing the bulk of the writing, then no. Now, if you write it and you use AI to go through and check for spelling and grammar, that's okay. That's different. That's just like spell check. You're still going to have the copyright. But if you're just putting information in and say, oh, here's the story, and here's some details about my birth, and here's some details about something I did in business, write a fascinating story, and AI comes up with something, that's not copyrightable.
Wow.
You mentioned caricatures or cartoon images. So the right to publicity, is that what it's called? Right of publicity?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right of publicity.
What exactly does that mean? Because you said if it's Brad Pitt in a cartoon or Brad Pitt on a video like this one, he has the right of publicity. What exactly does that mean? Do we all have rights of publicity?
You do, to an extent. Like I said, if you're just out in the public, no. If you just happen to be walking by and end up in a photo, you can't make them take that down. Although a lot of the time people will say, hey, if you're going to have other people in this picture, you probably want to get in writing that you have their permission to use their likeness. But definitely celebrities, where there's a lot of money, if they endorse something, you're not going to be able to do that. Even if you say, well, I put it in cartoon form, yeah, but it still looks like Brad Pitt, and now you're implying that Brad Pitt endorsed that product when he didn't.
But what if they're not doing an endorsement? They just are showing this fight, for example. If I put it on my website and it shows Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt fighting, by the way, it's a great video. I mean, it looks like it was shot on a movie set. Have you seen it, Mark?
I haven't, no.
Okay.
I have seen some similar things.
Okay, so, and they have some of Trump dancing. They have all kinds of different people. But what you're saying is, whether it's endorsing a product or not, you can't use someone's likeness. They have a right of publicity to it.
Well, and then you could also be disparaging. Like in this case, you're showing Brad Pitt is going out and picking fights with Tom Cruise. So
yeah,
that doesn't do so well for his image either. So you can see where he'd want to be able to protect that. Plus, he does charge a fee to be in films like that. So if you're just going to take and say, well, AI generated it, no, you can't just go and do that. Just like you couldn't have taken one of his videos before and edited it out.
Okay. Now, images created by AI. There were some artists complaining. Now think about this. AI, I don't know how they create an image, but I was told, I don't know if this is true, that AI goes out and finds snippets of things already created and assembles them together sometimes to make an image. And sometimes an artist can identify a corner of that piece or the middle of that piece or a section of that piece that came from one of their drawings. Does that make sense? Would that be actionable?
It does. Yeah, it would be if they can prove, which is going to be difficult because AI scans millions and millions and millions of images,
right,
and basically trains on that and then generates its own. But yeah, if you take an AI model and you say, and I think some of these, like ChatGPT, will even have a limitation on there. Like if you feed it a photo that doesn't belong to you and say, make this picture of the Denver skyline, take the picture of the Denver skyline and make it during sunset or make it during a snow scene. ChatGPT is usually going to ask if you have the rights to that image because now you're altering an actual image. But if you're just asking it, hey, generate a picture of Denver skyline at nighttime, and it goes out and it generates its own image,
right,
that's not going to be a copyright violation.
Okay, if you could hold on just a sec. I need to take a break, but I got a couple texts here I wanted to run by you.
Yeah, and how about if someone's dead, Mark? I mean, how about like Jesse Jackson died? Could I have AI write a movie with Jesse Jackson now?
No, he's still going to have rights that extend beyond his death, and his family, his estate's going to own rights.
Do they ever expire?
Yeah, like Elvis Presley. Does that ever expire?
Yeah, it hasn't yet because Elvis Presley's estate still actively pursues those challenges. But I imagine eventually you get out 100 years or you go back to somebody from the 1800s. It's probably going to be okay.
All right, hang on. I got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. This is fascinating stuff. By the way, the guaranteed lowest price furnaces. Think about that. You don't cry about price now. You call renewhomeinnovations.com. They pledge to you the guaranteed lowest price for furnaces. That's renewhomeinnovations.com. 303-904-2000. 303-904-2000.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. Ryan Schuling, mornings at 6. Dan Kaplis, afternoons at 4. This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW. Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, city traffic still doing pretty well for us. We do have the one accident northbound 25 in the right lane approaching 6 on the exit to 6th Avenue, which is slowing traffic back to Broadway. Pretty heavy through that stretch. Santa Fe at Mississippi continues to back up also to I-25, but the rest of the freeways are very light. No delays to the airport on Pena. It's a pretty bad accident working down in Pueblo at this hour. Also, I-25 has been shut down both directions just south of the city limits there. Numerous people have been hurt badly, so they are detouring traffic. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the Brooke and Jeffrey Second Date Podcast.
Your date laughed. The food was great, and then nothing. Ghosted. Vanished. Witness protection?
Oh,
perhaps?
maybe.
Yeah. We'll call them and get answers you may not want to hear.
Yeah, it's Brooke and Jeffrey's Second Date Update on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You want to talk about the guaranteed lowest price? What about a furnace refurbishment? No one does it for a cheaper price. This is unbelievable what Fix It 24/7 will do. Why? Because they want you to become a customer. So if you're new to this, they will offer you a complete furnace refurbishment for $39. Unheard of. They take your furnace apart to the extent they can. They clean every nook and cranny. They adjust and tune. And it's all for $39. You will add life and efficiency to your furnace. Call before any major breakdown. Save money. $39. FixMyHome.com. Book now. FixMyHome.com. Book now.
Thank you.
Yeah. In fact, I'm so impressed with it. I use it every day, basically.
My son swears by it.
Oh, I do too.
I wouldn't even know how to use it. But...
Download the app.
Yeah, I suppose.
He went back at 11:30.
Oh, you do.
The guy told him the wrong time. It's new.
Ask anything.
Yeah.
To me.
What do you want to know?
You don't have one of those granola bars, do you?
I don't know. I mean,
are you eating one of those granola bars? Do not eat them in your Tesla.
Yeah.
They turn into sawdust. They go everywhere. We were laughing.
I don't know.
About
Let's
that.
talk about the economy.
They like sawdust.
The economy.
That's another one that would go everywhere.
I think part of it's knowing how to ask the question.
Just like you're talking to somebody.
Right. Yeah.
What do you say?
Oh, I know. That's.
Okay. That's what
And it gives you suggestions. And,
strengthen the basic.
yeah, no,
Control
that's.
what you earn, emergency fund, reduce interest debt, don't react, rebalance. Look at that, tells you everything. Huh?
My goodness.
Look, protect your income, inflation. Huh? Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean,
In a matter of seconds.
in a matter of seconds, then it tells you, I can tailor this to a simple one-page plan.
Kingdom of God Global Church.
Okay, I said, no, thank you. No, thanks for your help. Watch.
Campus for the Harvest.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
If you ever have questions or need help,
What's the best crowdsourcing site that you know of?
I mean, you can ask him anything. My dog was not feeling well. So like a vet.
Yeah, so
Hello?
Dog has
Tells me
some
everything.
symptoms.
Yeah.
I'd have to go with IRS.gov.
You know, like if you work with a dog
Yeah.
or a vet, you ask
Yep.
questions.
Crowdsourcing?
Yeah, they seem to get a lot of money from a large group of people and do stuff with it.
You guys
I'll
are.
download it just and play with it.
Download
Just so I know.
Yeah, download and play with it.
Who wants to tell me the best?
Not even Suze listening to you. That's harsh, man.
Okay, it is harsh. I got people asking.
I mean, I like Substack.
Well, that's a news thing.
Yeah, but it's kind of an aggregate of
just go
a
to,
bunch
your
of different
app
independent
store.
journalists.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
right.
no,
The
he's
Apple
saying
Store.
crowdfunding.
Just go to
Oh, well, you know, there's GoFundMe. There's
Not funding. No. You got me wrong, bro.
Funding. Sorry,
trial period.
you said
But I
crowdsource.
mean, it's so good.
Yeah, people who send in stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why.
Well, I'd also
No,
seen
I'm not.
Oh,
That's
no.
not crowdsourcing.
products that are
uses it
sold on
all the time.
crowdsourced websites. Right, Tom?
That's not it either, you jerk.
Well, products
And I don't
that are in
mind- I don't
development
mind
that are
calling you
sold
that.
via crowdsourcing.
I don't even mind
Rubik's
call.
Cube is easier than this transfer.
I have purchased items that are in
Oh, yeah.
development that are being sold through crowdsourcing.
We know people
funding.
that can do the Rubik's Cube with their feet.
There's one by
No,
Amazon.
I swear.
Um,
Her
I think it's called Turk.
nephew. Remember that, babe?
Ooh.
My nephew can do.
iHeart. Zero risk, guaranteed growth at mymoneymyway.com.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. Okay, I got Marc Trenner with us, attorney at law for intellectual property. Mark, here's something that somebody texted and wanted to know. We were talking about, for those listening, those maybe just tuning in, we were talking about this newest video of Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, created by AI, by the way, a video of them fighting. It's a really good action clip. But there are other videos we see. We can see celebrities dancing. We can see them making out. We can see all kinds of weird stuff celebrities are doing, and it's not really them doing it. It's their likeness. And according to right of publicity, people have a right of publicity for their likeness. Somebody wants to know how close is too close. In other words, you know, what do you do like that? It's just like with music. You've heard music like try to knock off Rocky's theme, and they want to show some triumphant commercial, and instead of dun 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 dun, they go like dun 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 dun. You know, like they you know what I'm saying? They try to do it similarly. How close is too close? Marc Trenner, attorney at law.
Hi, Tom. Yeah, really, I always tell people, don't even start with the one that already exists. Come up with something new and original, because if you start with something and then try and back off of that, really what you're doing is creating a derivative work of the original, and that's where you're going to get into
But how would they even know? How would they even know? How would anyone know?
Well, I'm just saying, when I advise my clients, when they say, can I start with this and back off? That's a bad strategy. Maybe somebody can, maybe they can't. That's going to be determined later by a court and a jury. But if you can honestly say, I just started from scratch and this had nothing to do with it, I'm sorry that you see some overlays in it. It's still going to come down to a judge and a jury, but it's going to be more in your favor if you didn't try backing off as opposed to just creating your own.
Now, the net is filled with bots that try to detect infringement. YouTube, all over it. All kinds of Facebook, all over it. TikTok, all over it. So when you get too close, their bots determine you're too close. That's
what you can also send them a takedown notice, and if they look at it, a lot of the time they'll just take it down and then tell you to come prove that you were in the right by doing that.
You know, so the actual now here's another one. You mentioned that AI, through training, ingests millions and millions and millions of images. Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe they do, yes.
Yes, they do. Here's what I want to know. And somebody else texted it too. Isn't the mere act of using it to develop AI a derivative or an unfair use of their intellectual property? They are ingesting millions of intellectual property protected images.
They are, and that's the part that's being contested now, and that's ultimately going to end up in courts to decide on just exactly how much. But I mean, if you think about it too, that's what people do too. It's not that you live in a vacuum. You go out and you see a picture of this, you see a picture of that, you see this movie, and then you create something your own, and ultimately it's derived from some of those. So yeah, where do you draw the line? The AI is just able to do what people do, but on a massive scale, millions instead of thousands.
So that's actually being challenged. The mere fact that they are actually using intellectual property to train something could in and of itself be a violation.
Well, and that's what Hollywood is saying now, like the Actors Union is saying, hey, you're still using our movies. Are you using our movie clips? Are you using pictures of these actors? And you're just taking it and putting it through a machine and claiming that you don't violate copyright.
Right.
And yeah, you still do, is what they're saying.
But how would the courts, especially with some of this AI training going on, by the way, much of it's going on in third world countries. Did you know that, Mark, where they,
Sure.
Okay. So they're going to villages where they used to make $1 a year and paying them to ingest images, classify them, classify things as vulgar, whatever, or just useful images. And this in itself is a violation. But the burden of proof is too much. I mean, how do you even begin to prove they're doing it? How do you do that? I mean, there's just so much you can do in a court of law, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be hard, but like that video of Tom Cruise, obviously, that looks so similar to him.
Okay.
I mean, I did pull up a screenshot of it, and yeah, it looks just like him. So obviously, you got that.
Right. What about voices? How close is too close for a voice?
Yeah, that's the same thing. That all falls under the same right of publicity, right of likeness, able to control that for your own commercial.
All right, I'm running out of time, but I just want one more short segment with you, if that's so kind, because someone wants to know. Someone wants to know about AI has to be determined in order for it not to be copyrightable. But how do you determine that? If they say no, AI didn't do it. I mean, what do we do about that? We'll talk about that and more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. 303-713-8255. Listen, if you're wondering about your insurance coverage, are you paying too much? Are you fully insured? Did something sneak into the policy like an actual cash value where you're not going to get the money you think? Just do an insurance checkup free of charge, totally free of charge, and objective, unbiased. Compass Insurance, the Insurance Help Center. Get an insurance checkup, 303-996-9000, 996 9000.
Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, city traffic still doing pretty well for us. We do have the one accident northbound 25 in the right lane approaching 6 on the exit to 6th Avenue, which is slowing traffic back to Broadway. Pretty heavy through that stretch. Santa Fe at Mississippi continues to back up also to I-25, but the rest of the freeways are very light. No delays to the airport on Pena. Pretty bad accident working down in Pueblo at this hour. Also, I-25 has been shut down both directions just south of the city limits there. Numerous people have been hurt badly, so they are detouring traffic. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by the White House Briefing Room Podcast with John Decker.
I'm John Decker. Join me weekdays for 15 minutes of no-spin White House coverage, straight from the press briefing room. Subscribe now to the White House Briefing Room on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You want the guaranteed lowest price and the best value when it comes to bathroom remodeling, bathroom renovation? Then you want DiscountBath.com. Man, I can't even believe they got that website name. Think about all the millions of people dealing with baths. DiscountBath.com. And they want to prove it to you. In fact, they give you a price without coming to your house. You go and get your smartphone, okay? Walk around and video what you want done. Hey, I want to move this shower. I want to make it a walk-in shower. I want to do a double vanity. I want to move this toilet. Maybe expand this wall. Do whatever. Then you upload it to a special link you get. You go to discountbath.com, answer a couple of questions, and they give you an exclusive private upload link. You upload the video, they send you a price. That's how confident they are. Whether it's your rental, fix and flip, or your dream home, they have a finish and trim right for you, right in the price, the lowest price. 720-979-2322, 720-979-2322, discountbath.com.
QC Kinetic. Look, regular
make
ribs.
'em.
Yeah, they're plant-based ribs.
That'll make them.
And they're on the bone. They glue it to the bone.
All right. Jordan's on the line.
Alrighty, Shan, well, go have fun with those needles.
But good to see you. And
He is,
When
okay.
are you
he's-
getting injected?
And then don't forget tomorrow, same.
You didn't ask?
8:45
Yep.
tomorrow and 8:45 on Thursday.
Cool.
Okay. All right, guys.
See ya.
Good to see
Joe.
you. Okay.
Yeah, good to see you.
Download ChatGPT.
I will.
Or Grok.
No, Chuck.
I know you like grok.
Directly in your
That's
eye?
because it's all embedded in my heart.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Take care.
It's
Okay.
not that bad. They put drops in.
Bye,
You
Joe.
really feel it.
Grok.
You can move over here.
Susan and I will probably leave
That's
a
what
little
I-
early,
the
Thomas.
only like
Are you going down early?
Good.
Ah, yeah, are you going? You're going, right?
Of course, but what time do we have to be there? 3, right?
Yeah, they were
this
saying
thing on that holds
3,
your eyes
yes.
open.
And did you get your
It's not
tickets?
Very comfortable.
Yeah, you should have got yours, didn't you?
Is it a QR code?
Yeah, I think they emailed them.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you. I got it. I don't know if Stephanie's...
Shannon, did you? Oh, he's not. Shannon, I have. Do you want a ticket to the home show? I do have one. You're good? Okay. You guys, either of you want a ticket? You got to go today, though. It's only for
Oh,
today.
it's today? No, I'm
thank
good.
you.
I didn't know they worked that way. I didn't know they had it
Yeah, I
just
thought-
for particular days.
I guess that would make sense so they know how many visitors come per day. I don't know.
have you heard that guy that he wears a baseball cap? He's not trying to look like Trump, but God, does he have his voice and toned down perfect. All right, plug me in, or you in, or however you want
Yeah,
to do that.
sometimes. Did you order a new one?
No.
Here,
I mean, I need to plug in this.
Oh.
Did somebody mention Upwork?
What does that mean, Upwork?
We were talking about crowdsourcing. Someone says you don't call it crowdsourcing. Some people call it the gig economy, and some people call it
Your volume, I got earplugs.
freelance marketplaces, online freelance marketplaces. I'm looking for the best one. I wonder if my YouTube morons are listening. Maybe they can chime in.
No, he's not talking now. So.
Hey, morons.
I heard morons.
What
Barely.
is the best gig freelance site? Fiverr, I hear about.
What do you mean Fiverr?
Fiverr.
Oh, I use Fiverr all the time.
To get stuff done, Mark? Really?
Yeah, for like splash pages for more than anything.
Really cool. I'm looking for a logo. I don't even want to.
I've done logos.
I got to change.
Logos are cheap, but they're pretty good, man.
Have you gone to Pond 5 or one of those?
I am changing. Okay. Hey, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. What's on your mind today, and how can we help you? I have with me, we're going to finish up with Mark Trenner, an intellectual property attorney law. Mark, you said if things are created by AI, you can't copyright them, even if you're the one creating them. I mean, this is weird. You can use a computer program. You can use Adobe. You can use all kinds of, what is it called? Illustrator or Adobe Photoshop, and you can create things and copyright them, but you can't if AI. Now, is that if AI has any part of it, or if AI, for example, some people are using AI for logos?
Right. So it's going to depend on who has the creative input. If you have the creative input or the AI. So if you're using something like Adobe and you generate something, you have the creative input. You're actually doing it. You're using a tool to do it, but you're still making it. It's when you say create a logo with gear in the moon or something, that's not enough creative input. But
how would anyone know? Okay, let's just say I create a logo or I create something really fantastic. How would anyone know unless I tell them it was done by AI?
So a logo is different because you can still get a trademark for an AI-generated logo. You can't get copyright for it.
Okay.
So, and it's same with patents. Like you can use AI to help you write a description for a patent application. But if you're sitting there saying, "How do I
get it." We're out of time. By the way, Mark Trenner. Thank you very much, Mark Trenner. Okay, if I go on with him right now, will it be okay? He won't go on the air, right? Okay, right. Okay. Hey, Mark?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say goodbye and thank you very much.
Oh, thanks, Tom. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on the show.
Thanks, man. It was great. I'll see you. Bye.
It was. All right, bye, Tom.
I love it. I can get guests on here. I don't have to go through there. And Mark, you were able to talk to him. So see, that is great. I got great progress.
Yeah, that's true.
It was good.
So when you're in the memory care deal and you're still doing the show, we can.
I could, it's great. I mean, it's great to be on remote and be able to take a call and keep it on and all of that. Yeah, absolutely.
You're on a remote somewhere eating Jello every day, and they write.
Hey, you know what, Shannon? I know I'm old. I know I am. I'm a couple cars away from total not driving.
No, you're. Hey,
I'm like 20 years.
I think I've had two of them actually.
Thankfully, I got false teeth, so I can.
One of the biggest examples of getting close to intellectual property, but no cigar. My opening, my song.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love how parodies fall within that crack.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I give up. I've looked everywhere. I do not want to come and beg you for my laptop.
Fiverr. Okay. Hey, YouTube morons. Which one? Fiverr? Is Fiverr the best? I just see what they say. Let's see. Blah blah blah. I asked them to help me here. Morons. Where is it? Where am I? morons, if you can hear me, and I know you can, what's the best gig freelance site? What's the best gig freelance site? I'm looking for, is Fiverr the best? Mark likes Fiverr. Do you guys like it, or have you used any others? I'm hoping I got some intelligent people here, but you never fucking know with these people.
It's an AI.
Well, I don't know. Mark says he used it to make splash pages.
No, it's not AI. They're people. So like, if you want a logo designed, you can go on there and basically people will give you a bid to design your logo.
Oh, I see.
Or web page or anything. I mean, really
Tom
anything.
Martino Show.
For me, you, or her, you, or Tom, you? Ah.
Yeah, it's Mark Trenner. Let me get it for you.
Mark, do you pay up front with this place? How's that work?
Yeah. But they hold the money. Fiverr holds the money. The person, until you accept the job or the final product, they don't pay their
but you have to eventually have to accept something. You can't just let it go, right? Once you commit.
Yeah, well, you commit to like revision. So one person might say, okay, I'll design a splash page and I'll give you 3 revisions. So yes, you've got to choose one of the 3. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Uh-huh.
I think there's going to be some water restrictions for the people watering their lawns this year.
Oh, yeah.
Not me, but.
Maybe if it keeps snowing up there.
Huh?
Maybe if it keeps snowing up in the mountains.
You could snow all day up there. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, they were saying, you know, like the mountains are supposed to get pretty significant amount of snow, but then nothing like next week. No more big storms predicted.
It's really bad, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's a horrible year. Think of all the skiers and stuff. They're not going to be buying those Epic passes and shit.
No.
You're on the well, aren't you, Mark?
Yeah, septic and well. It's called the Lower Dawson.
Oh, Dawson.
I'm on the Ogallala. Whatever they.
That's a town in Kansas.
Yeah.
Ogallala.
Big
Or maybe
pool.
Oklahoma.
Nebraska.
Maybe.
Kansas.
Yeah, Nebraska, I think.
It's a big lake. A lot of people go to it.
Oh, McConaughey?
No, then I got. You're right. That's the big lake that everyone goes to.
Yeah.
Ogallala is. What's the legal definition of it?
Isn't it like right up on the border somewhere? Oklahoma?
Yeah, but that's what it's the water basin.
Oh, I know. Right.
Whatever they call that.
Like the Permian Basin where all that oil is. Oh.
The tar pits.
Is mic 3 turning off?
Look at those trees out there. Tell me
Oh, yeah.
that ain't blowing.
What are you talking about?
Behind you.
The wind?
The wind.
I wonder why they always shut these. I like them open. But Half the time they don't work.
Guest
There was, when I told you when I got out of the car this morning, there was a gust that kind of
I thought that Quijano.
threw me off.
No, it's
I have a
Jordan now
windsock,
from 12
When
to
it's
2.
straight out,
Okay.
I know the
Don't
wind.
stop, it's Jordan. Oh, he's on the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many apartments around here.
I know.
It is so crazy.
I remember when there wasn't.
But as far as you're aware, those my positions were.
Yeah, and they're building more. I mean, that building under construction over there.
When this place went in, I had to check to make sure it was Denver or Greenwood Village or whatever.
Senator Tom Sullivan in the 27th District set to make her debut on the program Tuesday on Ryan Schuling Live.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. What's going on in your life? How can we help you? There's a lot going on. I'll tell you, this thing has me going crazy with the Savannah Guthrie's mom thing. It's
wild, man.
As time goes on, you just what happens?
What's your gut say? My gut says she's probably not alive.
First of all, my gut doesn't. I don't even know what was the whole idea. Why was this whole thing done? Normally, there's a reason. I mean, there's a reason for an abduction, and I don't believe they've actually ever heard from anyone that's credible to tell people why it was done. In other words, we took your mom. You better stop this. You better do this. We want money. We want this. Was she picked because of who she was? I mean, or was that random?
Or was it just a robbery gone south?
Was it random? Crazy. And so they did it. And was it because of Savannah or not? Savannah Guthrie being the daughter. As time goes on, though, it's getting less encouraging, that's for sure. It's discouraging for sure. And as Mark said, he doesn't think she's alive. Well, first of all, she needed a pacemaker, and she has other medications she needed.
Yeah, and remember at the very beginning, they were like, if she doesn't get her medication in 24 hours, she can die. Now, I don't know if that was just spark someone's humanity, maybe, in order to get her back or do something.
Fear, yeah. And
that was that's a pretty direct statement, 24 hours.
Now, authorities do seem to hint that it was an amateur because of that video, that pros would never, ever do stuff like that. Not even with a face mask on, a ski hat or whatever, a ski mask, they would never, ever move like that. They would know what to do with the camera immediately. They would have come up and sprayed it, for example, with a spray paint or something. They would have never lingered out there like that. They said his movements were not intentional. He was trying to figure out what to do as he was doing it. Plus, they said the garb he was wearing likely purchased at Walmart. And so it was just all very, very strange. What's really weird is from this video, they have released not a description, but somewhat. They say that they're looking for someone 5'9" to 5'10" inches tall with an average build. Well, that's from the video. He was wearing a black 24-liter Ozark Trail Hiker backpack. Isn't it amazing they know that? A brand exclusively sold at Walmart. So do you think they're combing the corporate records of Walmart or something and seeing who bought what? I don't even know if they keep track of what people buy. Do they? Mark, do they? Do you think?
Well, if it was on a credit, if they can track it to it, yes. And most Walmarts, from what I heard on Fox News, depending on the location, they say from anywhere from 30 to 120 days. So if it was done on a credit card or if it was done online, they can track it to whatever register it was paid for at and then go to the video with that timestamp.
Wow. Wow. Plus, there was a $10 holster, they said. They could identify the holster. See, this is
How about where he keeps that gun? That is the wildest thing.
What do you mean where he keeps the gun, Mark?
He keeps a gun right over his junk. I mean, the holster
yeah, I know.
It's not on the side. It's not on the leg. It's just right there. It's weird.
It was weird. And, what was I hate to use the word fascinating because it's not fascinating in a good way. It's chilling, but fascinating, like just figuring out what's going on. Do you ever think there will be closure? Because I think one of the worst things.
Yes.
You think there will be closure somehow?
Yeah, you know what it reminds me of? Because we just watched it not long ago on Netflix, but the Smart Girl, she was gone. It seemed like forever. I think in reality it was like, I don't even remember how long. What was it, like 6 or 9 months, guys? Elizabeth Smart?
Oh, wow.
It might even been longer than that.
I thought it was longer than that.
Remember they kidnapped her and they made her live up in the woods with them? I mean, a real wacko guy thought he was Jesus walking around. But I never thought there'd be an end to that, and there was an end to that.
Now, some people believe that the messaging from the family is being coached by behavioral analysts or experts. They're trying to profile the guy that did it. And they're saying by all that, they're probably an amateur. And I don't know how else they're doing it, but they're trying to profile the guy and then have her and the family, her meaning Savannah, and the family communicate with these videos and these Instagram posts to the guy in his kind of on his level, so to speak. They're saying they're not speaking to someone sophisticated in crime. They don't believe they're doing a serious conspiracy here. They think it's just one random guy that's inexperienced that happened to do this. The question is why? No one knows why. All of a sudden, she's taken home. Somebody might have been casing the joint. And then they believe that somebody entered at about 1:48 a.m. And then her pacemaker was disconnected from the app. And did you hear about this new technology that they have? I don't know how new it is, but new to this investigation, where they were flying around the area with a scanner that could pick up electronic signals from a pacemaker. They say even though the pacemaker was disconnected from the app, it still has an electronic signature and some kind of discharge or emission of signal. And they could possibly track the pacemaker. That's weird, huh? So they were flying around with this scanner somehow, trying to pick up this electronic signal. But it's, as I said, it's crazy. And I think the worst thing that could happen to a family is a lack of closure, where you never, ever find out what happened.
I've always kind of thought about that with different cases, although what's weird about it is if there is no closure, meaning you don't find a body, I mean, you must always have a little hope they're still alive, right? Where
right.
If there is closure and the body's turned over, then there's no hope.
Yeah, although I would say that with someone this old and frail, that if it goes on for months, they're going to assume she's dead. Let's face it, they're going to assume it. They're never going to assume somebody is holding an 84-year-old woman that long.
They did clear the family members, I think, yesterday, which is good.
Yeah, and again, I guess I was told whenever there is anything that happens to a family member, a murder, an abduction, or any kind of violence, family members are always, no matter what, even when it comes to husband and wife, family members, spouses, siblings,
Chopper, I know you were a police officer. I don't think you were actually a detective, though, right?
I never had that rank. I went from patrolman to sergeant.
So is that typically true when you have any kind of homicide, just from stuff you heard around the station or dealt with? Is it generally a family member, like 90% of the time, or what?
It's not necessarily a family member, but it's 90% they know each other.
Got it.
90% of the time, the abductor would know who they're taking. So,
no, I meant 90% of the time of homicides, Tom. Sorry about that.
I'm sorry, of homicides that the person who does the murdering, they know the victim.
Yeah, it's not a random. That's what's scary, is that random stuff.
But if she's in Mexico, you may never find the body.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Anyway, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. All right, we got to take a break and talk about whatever is on your mind. So give us a call. And then, Mark, you are promoting something in the Springs. Plus, we're going to be at the home show later. Why don't you talk about both? First of all, let's talk about the home show later. What's going on?
Yeah, well, it's going to be pretty cool, man. We're going to head out there. Suzanne and I are going to head out in probably about 45 minutes or so. But there's some free tickets still available. So if you want to get out to the home show, Tom, what time are you going to be out there? 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock for sure, yeah.
Yeah, if you go to Excel Roofing's website, excelroofing.com, you can call them up right there. The phone number's there. They've got probably 20 tickets left. You can get up to 4. And you can go to the home show today on those free tickets. They'll email them over to you. Then between 3 and 4, Tom's going to be there. I'm going to be there. We're going to have Frank Duran, the real estate man, Brian Burns, Compass Insurance, Jay Bretz, Henry Bretz, Excel Roofing, Mitch Floria with the Art of Granite. We're all going to be out there, and we're going to be talking pretty much a lot of different things, but the really good reason to come out is the roofing and the insurance. Soon as hail season comes in and that insurance kicks back up again, there's some new products out there that, believe it or not, can lower your deductible, and we'll be talking insurance with Brian Burns just in general. But it'd be a good little seminar, don't you think?
Yeah, I really do. I think it's going to be great. And then you have, we'll talk about this when I take a break. We're going to talk about.
Yeah, but let me give out, I'm pulling up Excel's number unless you know it offhand. It is 303-761-6400. 303-761-6400. Call them up right now. Like I said, there's probably 20 tickets. If you're sitting around not doing anything today, you might as well take advantage of checking out the home show. 100% free. Up to 4 tickets. Maybe if your family is of 5, they'd give it to you. But they got very, very few left. 303-761-6400. Let's take this break real quick, Tom.
We got more coming right up.
Farmers and ranchers, when it's time to buy or sell ag equipment, think Purple Wave Auction. We're your go-to online marketplace for tractors, combines, sprayers, and more. With our no reserve policy, every item sells to the highest bidder. Experience the Purple Wave difference. Nationwide reach with a local touch. Purple Wave Auction. Whether you're expanding your operation or streamlining your fleet, we've got you covered. Visit purplewave.com today. Fuel your farm with Purple Wave Auction.
Vestera Turnkey is a method, a system for becoming a landlord. They are experts at acquiring real estate and renting it out and selling real estate, and they guide you through all 3 stages. First, finding the right home in the right market, and then helping you buy that home. They're brokers, and then they have management companies to rent it out. And when it comes time to sell, they can help you there. All for fantastic profits. Their records show it. Vestera Turnkey.com, 303-888-3788. I bought some homes through them. You can too. 303-888-3788.
Cherry Creek Reservoir.
Yeah, you can
the
ride
dam.
your bike all the way down
and that goes all the way to downtown.
We've ridden it out of our neighborhood you can basically hop on it really quick.
Yeah.
And we've taken it all the way into the depths of Parker.
All the way to Hess.
Yeah, we
That's
tested.
where
Well, it goes past.
used to be.
Oh, a brewery, of course.
Yeah, to the brewery. Yeah.
When there was Welcome Home Brewery, it was right there at Hess.
What's funny is we've got electric bikes.
We were dying.
Yeah.
Well, what's cool is because you actually kind of pedal it down.
Yeah.
And then when you're coming back, you can use the electric.
Yeah.
Use all the electric for coming back, because after a few beers, we don't really want to pedal.
What do you like? You like that bridge that goes over Parker? That there's
It
no
says it
trail
goes-
connect yet.
It says it goes all the way from Franktown to downtown Denver.
Well, so they have probably connected it all the way.
It runs through Parker, Centennial, Cherry Creek State Park.
Yep.
Yep.
Cherry Creek Dam. Down Cherry Creek.
Wow, that's.
Did Dimitri call in yet?
You were thinking of Castlewood Canyon.
Yeah.
Right, where that.
That's the dam.
The dam that's.
That broke and collapsed.
We're going to leave a little early, but. How's she? Oh, wait. What's that?
I'm doing my first inclusion loaf. That's adding rosemary and garlic to the sourdough.
Ooh.
Good, I bet.
I bet that'll be good.
You can imagine the buildup around the house in general. Just the first inclusion. Oh, the
He
anticipation.
bought me a sourdough starter home. So you got to keep your starter alive. You got to feed it. It's like a little fucking pet.
You have to keep it in the refrigerator, don't you?
Yes, but he bought me this mini fridge thing that actually warms up and cools off, depending on what temperature I want it at while I'm feeding the jar.
That's funny. That's funny. We're gonna warm you up a little bit this morning.
It's a lot of work. I'm like, I was an empty nester.
Hey, you guys do Netflix Live. Have you watched Orphan Black?
Orphan Black?
I think it's Orphan Black.
It doesn't even sound like a movie name.
It's a series.
Let me look.
That woman deserved an Emmy every year. She plays like 6 different clones.
Orphan Black. Interesting.
Oh, it is.
Witnesses the suicide of a woman who looks just like her. She assumes the deceased identity.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Oh, it is.
Oh, it's old as shit.
I know, but just her, watching her play the 6 parts, and they're totally different personalities. We're on season 3.
Is it good though? The show?
What's the name of it?
It's a good show. It is.
What's the name of it?
Orphan Black?
Oh, I'm always looking for good shit.
Savvy says Orphan Black is great. She's
Oh,
got good.
happy birthday, Savvy.
Is it her birthday?
Yep. According to a little bird.
To you. Yeah, it is. It is an old show because all the cars, are old, like in Dark Winds. That just came out again last night.
Yeah, I saw that.
What's that one?
It's about Indian police. It's one of the only
What's it
police
called?
shows I watch. Dark Winds. The Navajo
American
tribal police.
Oh, is it like cops?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I don't watch.
Fiduciary Advisors, TrajanWealth.com.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. So we have an event Mark is going to be at in Colorado Springs. Let's plug that real quick, Mark.
Yeah, in fact, let me bring up Jordan. He is with mymoneymyway.com. In fact, him and his dad are both going to be down there. But it's this Thursday at the Chapels Hill AMC 14 at 6:30. And we still have a few seats left. Suzanne and I are going to be headed out there. What time is the movie kickoff, Jordan? And you guys are buying the concessions, right?
That is correct. We're going to be buying the popcorn and drinks, and it's going to be starting at 6:30 p.m.
And people should really Google right now, if you're thinking about going, it's 100% free. You got to go to mymoneymovie.com. Get signed up real quick. mymoneymovie.com this Thursday, 6:30. But just Google Baby Boomer Dilemma, and you can watch the trailer everywhere. It'll pop right up, and you can watch it. But it's pretty cool. We're going to be talking Social Security, what's going to eventually happen with that, just retirement, safe retirement. How would you describe the movie, Jordan?
Yeah, it's going to basically give insight from the experts themselves, people who created the 401ks, the tax codes for Social Security, and really their expertise on what we're going to see coming in the future. A lot of people don't realize Social Security could change. That means a third of the benefits could potentially be cut if nothing changes with today's current debts. So this is what we're going to be talking about at the movie event, issues that we're going to see in the near future and how you can protect yourself from the what-ifs that could come with retirement planning.
And they call it the baby boomer dilemma because that's where a lot of baby boomers are. Tom, I think it was last week, you said something, and I had to jump on and talk to Grok about it because I thought it was so crazy. It was the average person having money saved up for retirement. The number was so small I couldn't believe it. I think you said it was $90.
I thought I said it was under 1,000, maybe.
Maybe it was 900.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, think about that. The average person, less than $900. And we were talking with your dad, Jordan, about Social Security. And what's interesting is it's just a total mess, quite frankly. If we could do anything else with that, even put it in a savings account with 4%, we'd do a lot better than what Uncle Sam does with that money.
You're absolutely right. And that's kind of one of those topics that they talk about in the movie itself is what if the government allowed us to have our own control of our contributions from Social Security and let it build up somewhere else in an annuity or pension plans. And that's what we're going to talk about at this movie. So please do sign up. Get your free concessions. That's this Thursday at 6:30 p.m. down at Chapel Hills, AMC 24.
And that's mymoneymovie.com, mymoneymovie.com. Go there right now. Takes 5 seconds to sign up. And we hope to see you out there. Now, you want to go to Jim, Tom?
Yes, sir. Let's go to Jim. Jim, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Good. What's happening?
Well, I'm curious if you've had any experience with Service Line Warranties of America. It's a service supposedly covering your incoming water and outgoing sewer lines.
Yeah, it's bull crap. Is it? Look, okay, I'm going to ask you something. Have you ever in all of your life had a problem with a service line?
Well, it's a very old home. We're setting, it's kind of like a bomb waiting to go off, but no.
It's going to be preconditioned then.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell you, I've read these contracts before. Service line or sewer line protection. First of all, they don't cover certain things. And one of the things they don't cover is normal aging. So there you go. If I were you, if you want, how much are they going to charge for this?
It's pretty low, but it's about $200 a year.
Yeah. Here's the deal.
Now, I want to throw this in. I believe we have Safeco on our house. I forget, but they actually have a policy I can add right onto my homeowners that is truly real coverage.
That's right. Those are the best, and those are most economical. That's what Mark's talking about. And the same thing with like these things called credit life. I always tell people, whenever you're buying this kind of service or protection or guarantees, it's always best to go with mainline companies. So if you got to buy a car and they try to sell you credit life, that's the most crazy crap and the most expensive life insurance you can ever buy. What you do instead is you get a real life insurance policy instead. So in any case, Yeah, I wouldn't buy it if it was me. Okay. But if you're going to buy it, I would first of all insist on seeing the actual coverage, not a brochure, but the actual coverage. And I would want to also see the exceptions or the exclusions.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what has made me nervous because, like under exclusions, if it's had a smoke or dye test, camera inspection, that's an exclusion, unless they come in and have done it. And I'm like, okay, so I have my plumber come over and take a look. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, Tom.
I just wouldn't do it. And again, you know, the chances of anything going wrong with these lines are so small. Really, there's more of a chance of a sewer line screwing up than a water line.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
correct.
So, you know, that's like I said, it's up to you, but I wouldn't mess with it. I just wouldn't mess with it. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. We got more coming up now. Man, we want to talk about this woman being scammed out of 10 grand from Richard coming up. This is a bad deal, but I also want to tell you about a great deal. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. If you're looking to have your house sold, he'll do a market analysis first, free of charge, to tell you what it will sell for. And he'll base it on his 30 years of experience. And he'll let you know, based on your home, the comparables to your home, the neighborhood, similar neighborhoods, supply and demand, interest rates, all the factors that go into selling your home. He'll give you free of charge with no obligation. Now, if you want a list, Frank can sell faster and for more money than most anyone, and he has stats to prove it. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622. That's 303-920-1622.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver. Denver's talk station. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Now, impact traffic.
Now, city traffic still pretty quiet for us into the lunch hour. There's some police activity still on 225 southbound down near Colfax. It's been backing up about halfway to I-70, so you're losing maybe up to 5 minutes just coming through that stretch. But the freeway volume is pretty light. Southbound Santa Fe at Mississippi, delays there with that construction. And unfortunately, all the way down south, we've had a quadruple fatal accident that's closed I-25 just south of Pueblo. Some big backups on the interstate. They are detouring traffic, so be prepared for anyone heading north or south. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Taking a Walk Podcast.
I'm Buzz Knight, host of the Taking a Walk Podcast. Step with us into the world of music. I bring you up-close conversations with new and legendary musicians. For one of the best music interview podcasts, listen to Taking a Walk on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You know, I want to tell you about Alliance Roof and Solar. They're doing commercial solar systems. And let me tell you why. Because there are government incentives for commercial systems that can pay for up to 70% of the system. And you could be eligible for a commercial system. First of all, are you a landlord? Do you have rentals or an apartment house? Or maybe you have a factory or a small shop or a home-based business, an agribusiness, whatever it is. If you qualify for a commercial system, there are tremendous government incentives. Alliance would love to talk to you about it. They can also counsel you and help you on what to do after the system is built, like selling power back to the grid to make money. 303-704-2449. 303-704-2449. Alliance Roof and Solar can be found here. Listen to this, redrocksrs.com.
And he was cured.
Hey, Tom, we're going to send the guests to your house tomorrow. Is that okay?
And who is that?
K&H, Matt and Robert.
Yes, of course. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I got bread to bake in the morning.
This won't let me use
yoga to
so
do.
weird.
I might work.
Right.
Got a full schedule.
Sourdough is a full-time job for me. I'm like, I just want to retire. You know what I want to do? I want to retire. I want to make sourdough, do yoga, read, drink hazies, and find fucking Nancy Guthrie.
Okay.
That's what I want to do. I just want to go find that poor woman.
You have a name for your little sour ball starter?
I've not named it.
Sour
Everybody's
ball.
named it. Everybody's named theirs but me.
Okay.
I don't have a name, but I know that's a
Did
thing.
you say sour ball?
He said sour balls.
How much time do I have?
3.5.
All right, I'm going to get somebody on the phone that's already pre-cleared. I did one in the first hour. I'm going to do one.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Tom Martino. I'm going to interview Nate.
Hell no.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an addition...
I'm going to have to, I wonder where I can print this.
This guy, he wants to be on the air, but he's not.
That was one of the biggest problems we had at FEMA. If you chose
Hello,
the
Nate?
printer, you could go to some congressman in Washington.
Nate?
The network was so big.
Nate?
Yeah.
This is Tom Martino. Can I put you on hold and I'll come back to you?
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Call.
No problem, man. I'll just
303.
Just hold on, bro, and I'll be right with you, okay? You're going to be on hold for a few minutes.
Okay, cool.
Thanks. All right, got him. I can turn up the volume if I need to.
You're supposed to drink port every day when you retire, Sue.
Oh yeah, I gotta drink port too. That's another thing on the list.
That's what
While
perfect.
making
That's what Bo
sourdough,
said.
that'll make for some interesting sourdough. That's right. Oh, Deputy Bo. That's where you got that from. That's funny. It's the last year. Oh. See, I have a lot to do when I'm retired.
Yes, you do.
It's a long list.
I lasted 6 months.
Not me. I'll last the rest of my life in retirement.
Oh, I've heard a lot of people say that. You'll last 7 months.
I'm going to be gardening. I'm going to have so much to do, Chopper.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing. I sit there and go, how did I ever work?
Yeah.
Because I've got so much to do. Really. I go, how did I ever used to work?
Not time for work. I got all this other stuff to do.
Maybe the YouTubies can help me find a name. Come up with a name for my sourdough starter. See what they come up with, if anything. Sometimes they listen to me. They're generous with their opinions. Other times they act like I've never even spoke.
How about sour like me?
Well, I wouldn't put that on Sue's. I mean,
Yeah.
she's not sour.
Chop.
It took her a minute, though.
Jeez.
I mean, if you had your little sour ball starter.
Yeah.
In the special refrigerator.
.com.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. What's going on in your life? How can we help you? That's what we ask each and every day. Now, I'm going to go to Nate in a minute here. Nate, if you can hold on, he's on hold. and I just want to tell him. But right now, Richard, you have a follow-up from last week. Let me just make sure Nate heard me. Hey, Nate, I need to take a call before you, and then I'm going to come to you. Are you okay with holding? Okay, thank you. We're getting inquiries, and I want to make sure I get you on. Nate is going to talk about something very, very interesting, a class action settlement, and he was on before but didn't have details. Now there are many details on how to collect. And listen to this. It comes from years and years ago. Anyway, Richard, what's going on with you? You have an update on a problem we took. When did you call in last week? How was your wife scammed?
Okay, so the what happened was is she got a phone call, and they
did Mark take this phone? Did Mark take this phone call, or was it me? Do you remember?
Mark took it last year. You were off
last week. Okay, go ahead. Tell me about it. Mm-hmm.
No. You took it last week, but Mark took the original call last year.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead then. Let's hear it.
So anyway, she got a phone call from a gentleman that said that he is with our bank, and your bank is under a federal investigation.
Right.
Your money is not safe in your bank. We need you to withdraw the money and take it to another bank, his bank, and deposit this money in ATMs. She took out $20,000 cash.
Why did she believe this?
What?
Why did she believe it?
I have no idea. My wife passed away last November, and I think she was losing her marbles at the time.
Okay. She's now deceased. Oh, that's sad. And
yes.
And she took her money out. She took out 20 grand. And where'd she put it?
Yes. She took it. She lost 10,000 of it. She deposited in some ATMs. She had to go to 3 different ATMs, and she wouldn't answer the phone. I kept trying to call her. So I made up a story. What I said was that when you left the door open. The dogs got out. They were in the street. They got hit. Your daughter and your granddaughter are out there with shovels putting the dogs in boxes. She actually called me back then.
And what happened then?
I had to think of something to make up.
Yeah. But what happened then? Let's hear about this. So your wife.
Anyway,
go ahead.
I still had $10,000. She still had $10,000 in cash on the seat, and I said, "You're being scammed."
And where did she put the first 10,000? Where was the first 10,000 put?
In his ATM.
Okay.
In a different bank.
Got it.
Okay. So last week I called you and just you were talking about scams last week. So I called and said, you know what? Here's a scam you guys need to PSI, to public service announcement about. Anyway, when I talked to you last week, I think it was John Fuller that was on the phone, and I told him, and I said to you that, well, I'm just going to put it as gambling losses on my taxes.
Right.
Don't do that. What you need to do is tell them that it's criminal activity.
Right.
So I did my taxes last night. And I told the lady with H&R Block, and she actually looked it up, and she put it in my taxes, and they took $10,000 off of my income.
Wow. Are you kidding me?
And I got $2,000 back more on a refund.
That is really good information. Wow.
So add that money to your
yeah, I wish it could have been all of it, but you got 2 of the 10 at least. So you're in the 20% tax bracket.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Wow. That is so good to hear.
It worked out good. So
Thank you.
You guys did great information.
You know what? Thank you so much for taking the time to call us. We appreciate it, Richard. Thank you very much. I'm going to go now to Nate. Nate, are you there, sir?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Nate, somebody called in about you, and then you gave me information. You You don't mind if we talk about this openly, right?
No, I mean, I don't want to obviously go into the details, which I'm sure most people don't want to hear.
And I didn't use your last name, but you were part of the Boy Scout abuse of children. You were a child at the time. How old were you?
11.
And you were abused by a scout leader.
Yes, and their son.
How many years ago was this?
This was in 1982.
1982. Am I to believe that a class action lawsuit, because I'm so ignorant of it, but when this person told me about you and told me about this settlement, I couldn't believe it. So there's a class action lawsuit that actually goes back that far.
It actually goes further because at the time we filed in 2020, the oldest at that time, I believe, claimant like me was 94.
Are you kidding me?
And the youngest was 17.
So we're going back more than 60 years of abuse.
Yeah.
And and this law firm that brought the lawsuit, how do you prove abuse back that far? How was it done? Do you know, in a class action?
Well, there's obviously a number of law firms.
Yeah.
There were some already pursuing cases before the Boy Scouts filed bankruptcy, and then some other attorneys that were like restructuring came and got involved. Obviously, because they decided they weren't going to have enough money. They were estimating that for them to be compensating people at the levels that they were being paid prior to the bankruptcy, the Boy Scouts would have had to come up with somewhere around $80 billion.
Well, that would be impossible. So as a result, I mean, and by the way, bankruptcy did not get them out of it?
No, it's been a process. I mean, we had to file in 2020, and there was a bar date. Now there's a future claims process. I'm actually on it now, so I have another document I can email you that kind of goes into the future claims, because they have a number of, in 2020, if people were not of age yet, if they were not 18, they could, and they missed the filing in 2020, they could come back as long as they're minors in 2020. Now that they're adults, they can file. So there's a process. But there's a lot of
now. Did they have to be? Here's what I need to know, Nate, and I might have to continue this and call you back in the next hour because we're going to some breaks and other things. But I want to ask you something. Did they already have to be signed up for the lawsuit in order to put in a claim, or can they still put in a claim?
They will be able to put in a claim with a future abuse claim. There is a separate. There's the trustee, and then she has. We have a claims representative for us, and then there's another one for future claims.
Now, when you say future claims, what do you mean by future? What do you mean by future? You mean claims to yet to come, or what do you mean by that?
Because when they had the bar date, it was October 2020. Anybody that was a minor that at that time that could not file in ours could actually then file in the future claim. And it's just a different process. I haven't paid too much attention to that side because there's a lot of stuff. But I can send you over the actual trust documents and give you the page where they talk about the.
All right. So people, let me just get to this part then. People who need information on the current claims going back 60 years, where do they go for more information?
The Scouting Settlement Trust.com.
The Scouting Settlement Trust.com. What are claimants getting? For example, what would you get in your settlement?
I am $900,000.
Nate, will you actually get $900,000?
It's likely not, but it's going to be in what we're getting is increments, because they only had about the $2.4 billion that's like publicly known. Some of that is from the Boy Scouts, some of it's from Hartford insurance companies. The judge, the retired judge who's running the trust, Judge Hauser, he is actually suing 91 insurance companies he billed them for $6.99 billion to add to that $2.4 billion. The Boy Scouts are also obviously selling all their art collection. They have tons of art, and they have oil and gas rights, and of course all the Scouts.
All right, I got to take this break. I went to the Scouting settlementtrust.com. It's not coming up. Is that what it is? The Scouting Settlement?
I'm on there right now.
Okay.
Scouting settlementkits.com, yeah.
Okay, I'll look for it. I got to go. Thank you very much for appreciate that very much. Thank you. More coming right up. Does anybody get this site? I don't get it.
Impact traffic.
I tried it.
Denver Metro for the early afternoon.
I'm not getting
I-25
anything.
North and southbound, showing intended speeds through town. We might see some slowdowns in the downtown area on a southbound I-25. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. I-70 east and westbound, flowing free to and from the DIA area. No complaints on in and outbound.
Yeah, this isn't working,
there,
this site.
I-25 north and southbound, flowing free through Aurora and the Denver Tech Center. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by the White House Briefing Room Podcast with John Decker.
I'm John Decker. Join me weekdays for 15 minutes of no-spin White House coverage straight from the press briefing room. Subscribe now to the White House on the
Just Scouting Trust.
Wherever you get your
Settlement Trust.
Got it. Sheridan Auto Tech is the place to go if you're checking out a used car for $120. They go through that car completely to make sure you're not buying a lemon. That's for used cars. Yeah. So check out SheridanAutotech.com. They also do general repairs and maintenance, including electrical issues. They have honesty, integrity, knowledge, experience, value, convenience. Everything you want in an auto repair facility on Colfax, west of Wadsworth. SheridanAutotech.com. 303-455-7242. That's 455-7242.
John Clace with CMG. I'll tell you why I love dealing with him. First of all, he's done a couple loans for Suzanne and I. He also did my son's loan a year ago. His first house, he went from application to the closing table in 28 days. That's absolutely amazing. One of the reasons John's that quick is he is a direct lender. The underwriters, everybody works right for CMG in the building. They also loan across the entire United States. Any place that you're listening to this, John can help you with. I want you to reach out, talk about the all-in-one loan, a 30-year line of credit. You're going to get great rates from these guys. Also, you're going to get low fees. You're going to be really happy dealing with John. Call John Clace, 303-577-7206, 303-577-7206, or partnerinlending.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions post.
Yes. So Sunday I had to pick up my son over here at Hampton, but they call it Southmore. It's where the theater used to be. And that parking lot is...
Tommy, we're going to head down to
so
the
big.
event. Bring D up.
I don't think it ever fills up.
Okay.
Don't forget about Jordan.
Yeah, I'm going to go talk to him in the other
The
room.
other ones are small.
We forgot to say thank you, Suze, for the snacks.
Oh, you don't have to thank me. Thank you for always helping you guys.
No,
I
thank
wish I would
you.
have got them earlier. I didn't. Mark was like, no, we don't need to get them fuckers snacks.
Yeah,
They should be buying us snacks.
Yeah, for the privilege of being there.
So I wait till I'm at Sam's Club alone. I'm like, I'll load up.
Right. Hey,
I can't believe you guys wanted Skittles.
Yeah.
No, Bo brought those in.
We like Skittles.
Well, no, and I was like, what kind of snacks? Chuck
Hey,
was like, Skittles.
Brenda was looking for you the other
Oh,
day.
bull. I did a handwriting analysis on you and Bo.
Hi. Yes.
I'll move over. I haven't heard the rain in a long time.
Oh, that's true.
You can sit there too if you want.
Huh?
You can sit there if you want.
Yeah, a chiropractor?
In my germs.
Yeah.
Beware of my germs, Chop.
Okay.
Hey,
Issue
Jordan.
with the chiropractor. That's all I need. Hang
And
on
maybe
for me, and
sourdough
I will be
starter
with you
is
as
the
soon
key.
as possible, okay?
What ails you?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Cures everything.
Now
You
I feel bad because I told her there wasn't enough chocolate chips in there.
I wasn't even going to
There
address
wasn't
that.
any
I was
chocolate
like, there's
chips.
no chocolate in that.
Yeah, we'll see you in a day.
It's like, what the hell's he eating?
Is his taste distorted?
I knew it wasn't sweet.
Good to
See ya.
Yep.
Have fun.
Stop being
any
I will.
Tuesday.
Enjoy.
Here, Chop,
Don't buy a spa.
so we don't forget it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still here.
Oh yeah, they got to replace the plug or the wiring and the plug. It'll never happen.
Yeah.
We'll be docs days before they maybe fix it.
Oh, I don't need that. Gotta get everything in order.
I'd forgotten that if you don't live in the RTD area.
I really don't know how they read your plates. Do they have one of those flock machines they're called?
No, I think they have
FLCK?
a truck or something that drives around.
On Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. By the way, it wasn't the scoutingsettlementtrust.com. It is scoutingsettlementtrust.com. Scoutingsettlementtrust.com. Jesse, what's going on with you, Jesse? What's happening?
Well, I had an appointment with the chiropractor in it was in Johnstown, actually Loveland, at 100% chiropractic, and I went in because I had a horrible back because I had had surgery for breast cancer and having a really bad time, and I saw a pamphlet on her table and filled it out thinking it was for the whole franchise, which is out of Dallas, and went through everything. It was a 10% return, and I didn't have but $30,000 left in my whole life savings, and I didn't have a job. I just
Hold on, Jesse. I need to get this story. This is sounding incredible to me. You're going to have to hold a few minutes, and I will come back to you after the break. I'm Tom Martino. This sounds like an incredible scam. Plus, we have a home show update from Deputy Dimitri, who's at the home show right after this.
Well, the holidays have come.
Thank you.
I feel like a green one or something. Test.
black latex gloves are fairly light. What? Blows my mind that they would find some trash in the desert.
I gotta tell you though, that sheriff is an ass. He's an idiot. He does not know what the hell he's doing. I can tell you that right now.
This pisses me off.
I've never seen Kelly with a baseball cap.
Is he talking to me?
Yeah.
What?
I've never seen you with a baseball cap.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
A few times.
Okay. Went by fast as usual.
When we have someone besides us. Dragon's not even doing any of his
sounds.
I guess Tom's got to him.
Well, I thought maybe with spring coming, he'll get birds chirping and crickets and farm animals.
Tree branches breaking up.
Right.
Okay.
Oh. Dimitri dropped off.
Oh.
He did? Well, that's too bad because I needed to call him.
He wanted to promo the show.
Well, I know, but I had to take a break. There's not much I can do, and I'm always going to take phone callers first. So call him back.
We'll tell Kelly when she returns.
Maybe just because it was a long break, he hung up and called back.
I'll text him. Dimitri.
Maybe he bumped into someone he knew.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling the Troubleshooter Show. Please hold a moment.
Oh, two different gloves.
On our iHeartRadio app is just like your personal direct line to us.
I have John on the line.
Just tap that little microphone.
John on the line again.
While listening to Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. The guaranteed lowest price for furnaces, renewhomeinnovations.com, 303-904-2000. Don't complain, just call. You don't have to complain about price. Guaranteed lowest price, furnaces, renewhomeinnovations.com, 303-904-2000. Welcome. Jesse was telling us a harrowing story. Jesse, let me get this straight. It's with a chiropractor. Now tell me what happened. You went to this chiropractor for what reason?
Because I had breast cancer and I couldn't stand up straight from all my surgeries.
Oh my goodness. How are you doing, by the way, Jesse? I'm a cancer survivor. How are you doing?
I'm about 3 years clean now. I haven't had any problems, so I'm very grateful.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but thank God you're cancer free for 3 years.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree.
So what happened now? After breast cancer, you go to this chiropractor. And how long ago was your first visit to this chiropractor?
This would have been in 23.
Okay.
I think it was September 23 that I went in, and
okay.
I was in pretty bad shape. And she had a deal where you paid $6,500 and you got all these services, and it sounded really great.
I can't stand. I cannot stand chiropractors like that. I like to pay as I go. I can't stand when they take this big money up front, and then I could go on and on about it. But anyway, so September 2023, you go to this breast cancer. After breast cancer, you go to this chiropractor, and you paid up front $6,500.
Yes, and then I was in a place where I needed to decide what to do with some money because I had went through so much money with my cancer, and my partner passed away. He lived with me, and so it was a mess. So she just made matters. I took my last money because it was guaranteed of a 10% return, and I thought this will be good because.
What do you mean guaranteed? I don't get what she said. If you gave her $6,500 up front, you would get a 10% return. What does that mean?
No, that was just for the services for chiropractors. She had a pamphlet on the table that said if you wanted to invest in the 100%, which is a franchise out of Dallas.
I'm confused, Jesse. I'm sorry. I want to try to understand this. When you went to this chiropractor for adjustments, she said you can invest $6,500 and get a return?
Nope. Nope. $6,500 was only for the chiropractor.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So I had this money in my account that I needed to invest somehow. And so it looked like it was going into the 100% as a whole.
So in addition, so what are you talking about 100%? What are you talking about 100%?
100% Chiropractic is the name of the franchise.
Okay, now I understand. And she said, do you want to invest in this entire business?
Right. Well, the pamphlet was on the table while I was waiting to get adjusted, and I read it, and it said it was a 10%. And so I talked to Dr. Cody, who was her partner at the time, and he said, yeah, it's a really good deal, and they've been around. There was one in Fort Collins, one in Loveland.
Okay, and it's called 100% Chiropractic.
That is correct.
And there was an opportunity to invest in it.
Yes. And so I put in $30,000.
And that was in it. Hold on. That's not part of your 6,500. That's an additional 30 grand.
Correct.
Okay.
All of my savings, basically, I gave to her.
Well, but you did it on your own. She didn't. You're the one that picked up the pamphlet and you said, I want to invest, right?
Right. But I thought it was going into the 100% franchise, not
where.
her.
Okay. Where did it go?
It went into her own private practice because she had one in Fort Collins, or she had one in Loveland, and she had one in Aurora, and so she had two of them. They were.
Is she? Okay. Is her office one of the 100% chiropractic offices?
It was. Now she changed her name because she abandoned all of those patients in Loveland. She put a sign on her door and basically left.
And how do you know? How do you know where your 30 grand went? It did not go to that national franchise. You're saying?
Nope, it did not. It went into her own, and then she filed bankruptcy on me, and I was fighting her, saying no, this was not right. This is, and I even went to the owners who founded 100%, which is Jason and Vanessa.
And what did they say?
Out of Dallas.
What did they say about this?
We don't even know you. We didn't loan you any money. I said, well, your company with your name on the door.
And what's the name of that woman who is the chiropractor you went to? What's her name?
Her name's Dr. Yachty. It's Y-A-H-D-I. Dr. Yachty.
Y-A-H-D-I. And what's her first name?
I think her first name is it might be Yachty because she's got like three names. Cotto. Anyway, I just always called her Dr. Yachty.
So Dr. Yachty, let me get this straight. In September of 2023, you go to a chiropractor named Dr. Yachty after breast cancer, okay? You paid up front $6,500 for adjustments. There was a pamphlet about investing in 100% chiropractic, so you invested 30 grand thinking it was going to the national franchise. But instead, Dr. Yachty kept it for herself.
Correct.
Oh my God.
And when I got a hold of the owners of the franchise and said this is wrong, and I mean, if I would have had money.
Okay. How did you find out that it went to Dr. Yachty?
Because I have the contract and everything, and she's on there, and it says 100%, which is hers, which was her own franchise. But the way she had it set up, it was not with the owners. It was not with the franchise itself as a whole.
Okay.
Yep, it was her. And then she also never gave me.
Now, what did she say? What did she say you were getting for this 30 grand when you were investing in it? What did she say you would get?
10% return.
Did the contract say that?
Yes.
And did she say her practice was growing and all of that, and she was going to be really? I mean, you didn't obviously know she was going bankrupt. Why did she go bankrupt? Did she have a lot of people after her? Do you know?
I think she got too big too quick. She had too many offices. She was trying to run both of them.
Okay, here's what I want to know. When did she go bankrupt? What year? How long ago? When did you invest the 30 grand? Was it back in 23?
Yes.
Okay.
And then she filed the next year, I believe. Anyway, she quit paying her payments, and I have all the emails and everything saying, what's going on, and she just, put me off. And then are you going to file bankruptcy? I mean, that this was my life savings. You knew I lost my husband. You knew I had breast cancer. You can't do this. And she sure did. And so I got a hold of Vanessa and Jason that founded that. They have like 100 different stores.
Yeah.
And they pretty much just said, too bad, so sad. We don't know you. We didn't do anything with you. I said, well, your sign is on the door. And so when I went back, to talk to Dr. Yachty, it was closed, and there was a eviction notice. It's at Centera Mall, a really nice place over by Shields, where she had her office, and it was closed.
When did she close?
So
How long ago did she close?
So she closed December or maybe it was January of 25. I think she closed, though, right before Christmas, but that's when it was official. January of 25. That's when the sign was on the door, and I have pictures of that, too.
So she went bankrupt in 2025.
Yep, and put me on the bankruptcy. And that's when I said, this was not personal.
Okay,
This was supposed to be-
well, you should have said it was fraud, and it would have gone. I mean, did you appeal to the trustee?
Yes, I did. And they didn't even send me paperwork. He sent me an email. I have it, but I did not have anything, hard copy or anything, saying I got that. So
you've been trying to collect this $30,000 back.
Yes, I need it. And it really messed me up financially because I didn't have.
Well, of course it did.
At the time, and
Of course it did.
that was my bill money because it worked because of my cancer. And so all in all, it's just been a horrible nightmare. And I just kept telling her, I don't want to make this go public, but I will. And so I put it on a Facebook forum that, hey, has anybody else been taken advantage of by Dr. Yachty? And I got some responses, and I have their names. But she had basically patient abandoned a lot of her patients around Loveland and Johnstown. She just took off. And
where is she now? Where's Dr. Yachty now? Do you know?
Aurora. And she's changed her name.
Well, she changed the name. What is the name of her office in Aurora?
Fine by Design.
What, Fine?
And Fine by Design. Fine.
She now operates a clinic called Fine. Fine as in finer things of life, that fine?
Nope. Spine, like your spine, like your back.
Oh,
like
spine. I see. Spine by Design. Got it.
Mm-hmm. And that's in
Aurora. But her bankruptcy was discharged, right?
I mean, as far as I know, I actually was in such a bad way. I got a job and stuff. I got really super busy, and I kind of put it on the back burner, and I kept emailing her lawyer and emailing her. And she even tried to get money from my friend after she knew she was in trouble. I have those emails that she said, "What does your friend want to invest?" Another $30,000. But basically, as it's just like if McDonald's has somebody own a franchise and they do something, McDonald's itself is in trouble too.
No, hold on now. Hold on, Jesse. Jesse, listen. Let's hold on. I got to take a break and we'll analyze this. I want you to hang on. And Jesse, please hang on because I have important information on that where you think that you're going to get from 100% design. It all depends. That's why I have to ask you a few questions. Coming up, and Jesse, I will take you right after this, but I have to also talk to Deputy Dimitri at the Home Show, and all of that's coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. K&H Home Solutions will be on the show tomorrow. They have K&H Painting Pros as well as part of their services now. You can depend on them for painting. khwindows.com.
iHeartRadio.
Olympics update.
U.S. bobsledder Alana Myers-Taylor won her first Olympic gold in her 5th Games, taking the women's monobob. At 41, she became the oldest American to win a winter gold and said the moment was well worth the wait.
So grateful right now. It's just so amazing to finally have done it.
Is that a 15 or a 30?
She now has 6 career medals and will look to add to her
30s, good sir.
Thank you.
Woman bobsled.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
Joe Lazara is a criminal defense attorney, and what I love about him is how he does business. You know, you're under a lot of pressure when you call a defense attorney, so he'll talk to you free of charge. Don't shop when you're under pressure. I've shopped for you. When you call Joe, he'll give you a free initial consultation and then a flat rate price for your entire case. So you know the price of everything up front. LAZZ ARA, Lazara Legal, 303-429-6200, 303-429-6200. You know, there's nothing better than the guaranteed lowest price on the furnace refurbishment from Fix It 24/7. If you're a new customer, for $39, they want to show you what they can do for $39. It is a furnace refurbishment, just $39, 2 hours taking your furnace apart, cleaning every nook and cranny, reassembling it, adding life and efficiency to your furnace. That's Fix It 24/7. 720-526-3939. You guessed it, just $39. FixMyHome.com. Book now.
Are you?
Have you gone to Dimitri's Meat Fest or whatever it is?
Mm-mm.
I'm just kind of like a pork roast and applesauce guy. I love that.
If I go, I don't even know what I bring.
Can of Spam.
Yeah, well.
Of course, I do like bacon.
True.
Yeah. I tried bacon last Sunday by baking it. You know how they always say.
I've seen videos about that.
It came out really good.
Did it?
Yeah. And you don't have to do anything but watch the time.
Yeah.
18 minutes. And the weird thing is you start it in a cold oven.
I think, yeah.
You know?
Hmm. I just think if it was like in a baking sheet, like you'd have all that grease and stuff.
Oh, that grease is good. Then you get a couple eggs,
No,
pour
that's
the grease
true.
in there.
Your trusted local fiduciary advisors, TrajanWealth.com. Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Listen, I'm going to go back to Jesse in a minute, but Jesse, please hang in. I got to go to Deputy Dimitri at the Denver Home Show. Dimitri, how are things going? Set the stage for us, please.
It is really cool. What a fun show. What interesting exhibits. Thank you for the ticket, Mark and Tom.
Yes.
I've been here, I don't know, maybe, they opened at noon and I was waiting by the door when they opened. So I've been hanging out here for about an hour and a half. I'd say there are at least 300, maybe 400 exhibitors.
Wow.
And it is, everything you can imagine, everything from hot tubs, which seems to be overrepresented here. I saw countless dozens of hot tubs. The landscapers. If I had to pick the best of show category, it would be the landscapers. They really went all out. They have these huge displays made of those decorative cinder blocks and pavers.
Yeah.
Filled. Almost all of them have running water, like waterfalls and like little creeks and little rivers. They all have real flowers, real plants. But everything else, the closet organizers, the kitchen cabinet refinishing places, probably a million roofing companies, basement refinishes. Everybody you can think of is over here. I picked up some cards from really, really interesting exhibitors.
Good. Hey.
And, it's a blast, yeah.
Is it called the Denver Home Show? Is that the actual name?
No, it's called the Home and Garden Show.
Got it. The Home and Garden Show.
It's at the convention center. The tickets are pretty reasonably priced. I think Mark paid about $750 for mine. I think that's all it was. And I believe it goes for at least another week. It goes somewhere into the February 20-something
But
range.
you're about to enter a major remodeling job. So does it have do you get great ideas?
Personally, I didn't, because I already knew, working with Genesis Exteriors, I already knew what I'm going to go with. I already know that they're going to remove the bathtub and put in a large walk-in shower. I already know what cabinets I'm going to get. So personally, I've already done the shopping.
Okay.
But if you're still not sure about, what color sink, what color cabinets, where do I buy the closet organizers, whom do I have refinish my floors? There's a bunch of those companies here. There are about 100 roofing companies. It's amazing. But water filters, faucets, heating systems, air conditioning. There's even a handyman service that set up a booth. So it is definitely cool. You can walk around and for a long, long, long time and not get bored over here.
Okay, because we're going to be down there later at the Excel Roofing booth.
Oh, okay. They have a huge display. They have a ginormous display. They must have had 4 or 5 employees walking around over there when I walked past them.
Yeah, Excel Roofing's been there. They've been doing the home shows for years. They do a great job. And so, so what you're saying in a nutshell is you're going to get every category of home remodeling and renovation inside and out.
And also repair and maintenance. Like, that service that used to be called mudjacking for driveway panels?
Yeah, it's still in general called mudjacking in general, yes.
Okay. Yeah, there are 3 or 4 of those booths I saw. None of them have the word mudjacking on them anymore. But it's like even for repairs, there are painting companies, there are basement refinishing companies. People ask me if I need some more insulation in my attic. It's that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
so it's not just for remodeling. It's also for general maintenance and repairs and upkeep of your home.
Right.
And yards. Man, there are outdoor kitchen displays
Great.
here. There are those pergolas and
yes.
kind of a seat. So there are those, and some have the kind of roof, kind of like louvers. You can flip them closed if it's raining, and it's just, it's been a blast. I did meet, the 2 most interesting exhibitors I saw here was very unexpected. They were both wildlife rescue and rehabilitation centers. that don't charge for their service. And they take everything from frogs to squirrels to bunnies. And one is called Greenwood Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. They're up in Longmont.
Yeah.
The other one is called Northern Colorado Wildlife Center, and they're over there in Fort Collins. And I was talking to the ladies manning those booths, and one of them rescued and rehabilitated and cared for 5,300 little animals last year.
Whoa, my goodness.
So, yeah. The other one is about 1,600 last year, and they don't charge for their service. They operate on grants and donations, and I've got all their cards so we can schedule them for call-ins so that we can kind of ask them to discuss their organization.
I would love it. Yeah, look for that. I'm glad you have your eyes open, Dimitri. Look for interesting interviews. We'd love to do that. And Dimitri, so basically, what you're saying is, if you're remodeling, if you're renovating, if you're doing anything or maintenance, repair, and upkeep, it's got something for everyone.
It really does. And the something for everyone is substantially different from what you would find at Home Depot, because here, these are the people that actually install and maintain and fix these things.
Right. Thank you.
So you can get an idea from them, not only does what the faucet or the blinds cost, but what it would actually cost to have them installed.
Got it.
What does it actually cost for a new heat exchanger for your home? It's that kind of stuff. So that's why it's substantially more valuable than just going to the hardware store and picking out a new faucet.
So, Dimitri, before I head down there, I need to know, do I need to pick up food before I get there, or do they have food there?
No, when you walk in, you're going to get hit in the face with this huge smell of cinnamon buns. And they have all kinds. You can buy those. You can buy. I mean, there's a whole little snack area, and a coffee stands. No, you don't need to bring your own food. You can just eat here if you wanted to.
So that's pretty good, Dimitri. Thank you. I appreciate it.
They have tables set up. Yeah, so I'll call in a little bit later, and I can even come back tomorrow if you guys want me to.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to meet. Are you going to be there when I get there at 3?
No, because, the show is over at 2, and I might stop by a little bit later today to say hi to you guys.
What do you mean the show's over at 2? What do you mean it's over at 2?
Well, no, your show. No, the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show is over.
Okay, you scared me. Okay. Anyway, I'll be coming down there around 3. Thank you, Dimitri. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to go back to Jesse because this is incredible, and I am getting text about it as well of other people that may have been scammed, so stick around on the Troubleshooter Show to find out what's going on. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Speaking of the home show, what about Gravina's? Gravina's has 50 lines of windows, 50 of them, along with numerous lines of siding and doors. Gravinas.com or 303-GRAVINA, 303-GRAVINA. Okay, what do I got here, brother? Oh, no lives. Thank you. How much time do I have here?
5.5.
Thank you.
Lots of time.
Yeah. Uh-oh, I better go get my food.
Unless you send it to Bonnie Bray.
Yeah, I know. Funny, but it's true.
I might have to get a couple of those.
Get a couple of what? Oh.
I was listening to the commercial.
Oh, I see.
Silver Eagle double dated coins. 1776 to 250.
Right.
I'm going to just have enough juice to make it to the end of the show.
You mean you personally or something you're...
My laptop.
Oh. Because I'm not sure I got enough juice, but I'm going to try.
How you feeling, Tom?
Hey, you know what? Surprisingly well. Surprisingly well. I mean, I'm really happy. I'm getting stronger. That's all I can ask for.
Wind's back.
Yeah. Tom doesn't see the wind in his basement. It's blowing.
Like crazy.
Doesn't matter. I will look. 21 knots, gusting to 33. You know, why do we use tons as a measurement? I mean, if someone told you it's 17 tons, do you have any idea how much that?
Yeah.
Do you? Wouldn't it be
multiply by 2?
Yeah, wouldn't it be easier to, say it's 34,000 pounds?
What are you talking about?
Why we use the measurement tons versus just pounds?
Oh, on what?
On anything. They'll say, oh yeah, that truck carries 6 tons. 12,000 pounds. Not all of us have Clydesdales in our backyard. Excuse me.
Motherfucker. I'm sorry.
I mean, that was an easy one. But you hear that a lot of times on big things.
Yeah.
That's 128 tons. It's just like
it's shorter than 256,000 pounds.
That sounds heavy to me.
Oh, yeah.
128 tons? Yeah, okay. It's just like every time they try to switch us to the metric system.
Yeah.
That ain't happening. Tim's got that right. I used to like to go.
Experts. Schedule your free estimate at brothersflooring.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome. I want to go back to Jessie. Jessie says, she's a cancer survivor. She went to a chiropractor back in 2023, and she not only paid up front for chiropractic adjustments, but was talked into basically investing 30 grand into the chiropractic clinic, which promised her a 10% return. She said what she thought she was investing in is a franchise of 100% Chiropractic. Now, 100% Chiropractic is a national franchise or marketing group, whatever. I don't know, or licensing agreement. But anyway, the bottom line is after this local clinic, there are a lot of 100% chiropractic clinics, by the way. And after this one clinic went out of business and filed bankruptcy with her 30 grand, she thought the national franchise should be somewhat responsible. The question is why. She said, well, if somebody with a McDonald's franchise did something wrong, McDonald's would be held responsible. Well, if there was a negligence claim for bad chiropractic or bad hamburgers, they could theoretically hold the franchisor responsible along with the franchisee. However, when you have a contract entered into, for example, if an individual McDonald's signed a contract to supply sweeping for the parking lots, maybe an individual or snow removal, and they reneged on that contract, the national McDonald's franchise has no idea what contracts their franchisees are entering into. So I don't think 100% Chiropractic had a contract with you. I think you may have a very difficult time trying to collect your $30,000 from the national franchisor, because all they did was signed up this chiropractor. And this chiropractor, Dr. Yadi, was simply one of their chiropractors. Now, if you had substandard chiropractic care, that would be one thing. But if you entered into a contract with Dr. Yadi for an investment into her private practice, I don't see how you can hold the national franchisor responsible. I don't think I know what you're trying to do, and I understand you're desperate for your money and you're trying to go for the deep pockets, but I don't think you're going to get it. Have you consulted any attorneys about it?
No, I don't have any money to. She took all my money and I was broke. And nobody wants to take you without any money, obviously.
Well, we'll look into this, okay? Because I think
I have emails from her saying, here's the pamphlet attached, which that pamphlet, my friend, is the whole corporation.
I get that, but Jesse, listen to what I'm saying, okay? If Dr. Yadi personally signed a contract with you, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if it had the entire 100% chiropractic on there. How can those people be held responsible if they knew nothing about it? In other words, you're saying just because 100% chiropractic was her practice, that they should be responsible. But think about that. I mean, if a guy from McDonald's signs something for his local store, the national franchise is not held responsible for it. It just doesn't make sense to me. You're saying because she had you sign some paperwork. Is that correct?
Correct. But
and on that paperwork, did it say you were investing in the franchise, the entire franchise operation, or just that franchisee?
Well, that's where it gets confusing, because it all says 100% chiropractic, which is as a whole, the franchise, and also her two different businesses that she ran.
Okay.
So it doesn't really specifically say, but the thing is the pamphlets on their tables that they lay out are investments with the franchise as a whole.
I get what you're saying. You're saying there was a pamphlet there inviting people to invest in 100% chiropractic. Okay? Now, what you're saying is then you expressed interest and she diverted you to investing in her 100% chiropractic individual clinic.
Yep, that is
Okay,
correct.
now I get that. Now let's just use some reasoning. How could the national franchise ever be aware that she was doing that? In other words, how can they be responsible for her doing that?
Well, I would say, as just like I told Jason and Vanessa, the founders, your name is on the door. Your name is on that pamphlet, and she is representing you as a whole. And so somehow or another, they have to be somewhere responsible. I mean, they have those pamphlets made up for their for their franchises. And then
Jesse, I'm not going to be able. Jesse, I really, being a cancer survivor, listen, I identify with you, and I feel bad that this happened to you. And you were at a very vulnerable time, and you needed to invest your money. And I'm going to tell you right now, I can't help you. I can't go after the national franchise and expect them to pay unless somehow this contract was signed by them or they knew about it. Just because they gave pamphlets to all of their chiropractic offices, you're saying somehow that makes them responsible, but it doesn't. If I put out a pamphlet to invest in something that I have, and somebody misuses it or cheats me, or cheats other people, I can't be held responsible for that unless I did something to contribute to it. What the best we can do is make some phone calls for you to see. I mean, we'll investigate whether or not they were involved in this transaction. Do you think they were involved in it?
Well, I had a lot of different emails back and forth with them and their lawyers, and explained to them my situation, which they basically just said, "Hey, we don't know you."
Right.
But I just said, and I got some,
I know,
threatening emails back from lawyers, but
okay.
Said that
Deputy Dollar's back in the studio. Deputy Dollar, I see you there, shooting the breeze.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, listen. I want you to look. Just try to get a copy of this contract she has, and just see. You've done a lot of business here. He's a retired accountant, and I just want to know if there's anything at all in that contract that might tie her, or the national franchise to her. I don't know. I mean, let's just see. Okay. So if you could, here's what I'm going to do. I just hate to send you away without trying to help, but I won't hold out much hope that the national franchise is responsible. But here's what I don't understand. Why did they let the bankruptcy go through? Do you know, were there any other investors protesting the bankruptcy with Dr. Yadi or not?
I have no idea, and I have emails to the lawyer, the bankruptcy lawyer, as well, stating that I didn't get any information. He said, "Well, you had your time, and we didn't hear from you." And I said, "I want to see those emails." All the way around, they have not included me or informed me of things that were going on, and they say,
well, did she include you? If she included you in the bankruptcy, you should have been notified of your rights.
Exactly.
Did she include you in the bankruptcy?
Yeah, but I wasn't notified.
Did you? Well, how did you know then you were included?
Because whenever I finally said, "I'm going to get a hold of the troubleshooters," they're like, "Well, you had your time on the bankruptcy."
Oh, so like, you truly never, ever, ever were notified about the bankruptcy.
No.
That's wrong. Okay. Hey, Dollar, let's look into that aspect of it. I have to take this break. Jesse, hang on. I'm Tom Martino. We have more coming up.
She was notified.
I know. She said she wasn't, though. That's the thing.
Do that.
So sad.
It's so sad.
Hey, I'm going to cut the camera since we're almost done and it's only the deputies.
Okay, yeah, and they're ugly.
Thanks.
All right. Cut the deputies. Cut them bite by the balls.
Hey, Tom, I'm working on the transmission part, the talking to the company, and Jeff is helping the guy getting that transmission up and
Okay.
running.
All right. Well, that's good. Let's give that quick follow-up quick. That transmission guy. See, I don't even know. He's got a 19 wait a minute. How can he get that one going? He put another one in, though. That's the problem.
Well, that's what I asked, and he says, well, the other one might only last for 3 years, and I want to have another one.
Okay.
Jeez. Buy a new truck.
I don't think it's like a pickup truck, even though he called it a Dodge Ram. I think it's more like a 1-tonner or something.
One of these big ones, right? That could be what it is, and we're getting the wrong information.
He'll talk up a storm, I'll tell you that, though.
Somebody mentioned that I had more than one text about Savannah Guthrie's husband. What does he do that could have gotten them in trouble?
I had heard the same thing, but
I don't know.
Remember.
Some kind of Democratic strategist.
I'll be honest. Was she like on the morning news or something?
Who, Savannah? She was the host of the Today Show. She was right up until this happened. She still is, technically. She just took off because of this.
And she was supposed to go to the Olympics.
All right, Jesse, we went ahead and escalated this to one of our deputies. His name is Scott. He's going to be contacting you to give you a little bit more of a deeper dive to see if there's any recourse that we can do.
Oh, you liked her, huh?
Yeah.
She was kind of.
She was kind of like America's little cutie at the time.
Yeah, he'll call you.
Yeah, if you ain't watching anything, watch that Orphan Black.
Okay.
What is it about, basically?
It's about cloning. There's 7
women.
Thank you.
And this actress does a hell of a job of being those 7 people.
Yes. He has all your info. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Okay, bye.
We're always just desperate to find a new series to watch,
Me too.
Yeah.
It's because I get tired of ads and.
Yeah.
So I watch. Netflix almost.
We tried to record
daily.
everything so you could just go through the ads.
Yeah.
You never watched Dark Winds?
I think I started it or.
Good actors in that.
Yeah, there are.
In where?
Dark Winds. About tribal police.
Tribal
police.
Oh, I heard about that. I'm really behind on my TV watching. I got to get more into that vegging. I only do it late at night. Late at night.
Boy, if it wasn't for Nancy, we would still be hearing about Minnesota and ice.
I know. Trump ought to be thankful for her.
Yeah, really.
Luckily, I didn't notice because I swear I just happened to just glance over.
Distraction from the Epstein files.
That too.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, the guy's dead. It's dead.
Yeah.
She doesn't look as good as she used to being in prison.
Who are you talking about?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah. What was the name?
Ghislaine.
Oh, well, she's still in prison, though, right?
Oh, yeah. A country club prison.
Martha Stewart's prison. Yeah. I think Trump would pardon her, but that would set people off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they'd immediately say he had something to do with it.
Yeah. He might wait till his last week, kind of like Biden did for the family.
In the 27th District, set to make her debut on the program Tuesday on Ryan Schuling Live.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, so Deputy Chopper, you have an update on that transmission. The guy has this transmission he paid $19,000 for. And he basically never installed it because he couldn't get it to work. What's the latest on that?
That's correct, Tom. He is in contact with our transmission expert, Jeff, to try to get it to work. And I'm taking care of the corporate end of it. I'm waiting, of course, for callbacks and email backs. But as soon as I get something from them, I'll
what they're
going to
try to do is get this so he can actually install it. Although he went ahead and installed another transmission, he said he would still want this one working so he can use it in the future or even resell it. So that's where we stand. Thank you very much.
That's correct.
Appreciate that. I appreciate everybody listening. I'm going to be at the home show at 3 o'clock. If you want to come by and say hi at the XL Roofing booth, I'll be there at 3. So remember, you can call 303-MARTINO for help, information, and referrals. Save all your problems for me.